I'm here. The reason why I'm starting with Bluesky tonight is because I may be being joined by an American. I know. That stuff doesn't normally happen. But a real American might be here. And I have very American related questions. Notably about the KKK. Joking. But that was mentioned in a Discord post, which is somewhat related to the topic that I do want to talk about. But first, remember virtual villages? Also, I didn't make a post on Discord because I honestly just can't be fucked. I didn't make one on Twitter either because I just can't be fucked. Ferrets, how's it going? I'm feeling lazy tonight. I'm really lazy. Because I'm in like, I really want to play Deltarune doing the Wierd route. I say Wierd route, like, I know in Undertale it's like, oh, you want to be a pacifist or you want to be a genocider or some shit like that. But I think because of the shit in Gaza, people aren't calling it a genocide route anymore. They're using the term Wierd route. But you still kill everything. So like, you know, it's whatever you say. But I do wanna play. The main reason I want to play it is because I was hoping to find a playthrough of somebody going through like chapter 1 to 4 with current day knowledge of Deltarune, like current modern day knowledge of like what happens in chapter 3 and chapter 4. So it's not like speculation. Like, yeah, there are fuck tons of playthroughs of chapter 1 from like 8 years ago. And chapter 2 from 5 years ago. No, I don't want to watch videos from 5 years ago. I would like to watch something somewhat relevant right now. Oh my god. Ferrets. Oh my god. We do. How's it going? Anyway. But first, I want to check virtual villages, and then if Mopey is available, I want to fucking grab Mopey in for some American questions. American-related questions that I can't answer, because I'm not American. And then Deltarune. The kids have grown up. That's why I need to check it, because I almost didn't check. Alright, so what are we doing? Where's the game? Damn, Samurai. You are so prepared. Got the whole fucking game open and everything. Also, the reason why Sugar's not, she's on, but I don't have my instance of talking to her yet, because, like, I want to wait until I actually play a game. Otherwise, I don't think she handles non-gaming streams very well, as you can imagine. I mean, what am I saying? I'm about to load up a game right now. That's gonna have no fucking audio. I'm scared to look at the game. I want it to pop up on stream before I look at it because I'm scared. Yeah, that should be right. Hello? Where is the game? Ah, there it is. Okay, alright. Population 10. Wow, it went up again by 2. Okay. They seem to be thriving. Bump on the head. Oh no! Question mark. Fell from a coconut tree. Wait, question mark fell from a coconut tree. And knocked his head on the ground. And now he can't remember where or even who he is. Folk remedies suggest that another sharp rap on the head can reverse the condition. It's risky, although perhaps it's better. Bonk him on the head or let him rest. I feel like if I bonk him on the head, he's gonna fucking die. I don't know if it, if it's gonna be that bad, because, like, This is the guy. I know who this is because I made him breed. This is my male breeder, all right? I've got plenty more male breeders where this guy came from. Quite literally, in fact. So, like, I think it's okay if he gets a little bonk on the head. Send him to horny jail. Following traditional folk remedy, the villagers bonk poor question mark on the head with a rather substantial rock. Unfortunately, all they managed to do is give him another large big lump. And now he even forgot how to do simple things. Ow, fuck. They made him dumb. Shit. Oh, somebody died. It's Papa Shekels. He was the eldest at the time. Okay, alright. Whoa, you're still breeding? Adept parent. Whoa. How do you become a master breeder? How the fuck does that work? Also, no, I was about to say level 40. 40, 10 more years, and there could be no more children. That not have worked. Adept scientist? No one knows who he is. I don't even remember what his name was. He can still research. He's not that dumb. Okay. So I got a bunch of jabronis. This person 17, Kali. 20, Fungo. 22, Uan, 2 guys, not good. Not good. Oh, but everybody who's underage is all women. Okay, alright, well. It's gonna take a minute. Who is the, That's also a guy. Goddamn. He's autistic. No. Oh my god. So we got 3 people that can actually do stuff. So Uan, Fungo, and Kali. Where's Kali? You're over here.
Hey.
Kali, hey, you're like the youngest, most useful. You should do the food thing that people do. You already became a farmer. How the fuck did that happen? Okay, you're no longer gonna be a farmer, in fact. Congratulations. Actually, no. I take that back. You are going to be a farmer still. You are the other guy. You stop. Why is everybody a fucking farmer? Oh my god. Actually, I think that's smart that everybody became a farmer. Also, I don't think the fire does anything, but I just want to make sure, you know. What the hell is this? Oh! You can increase housing capacity. Or, no, this isn't that. This is, I know what this is. It's because I've got one of the tech pieces. It's like this, or it's like this. It's like the sewing hut or something, I think. It's one of these. It came off of, one of these tech things. It might have been culture. I think. I could be wrong. Alright. What are you doing? Oh, you... No, hang on. Bro, please. I want to turn this guy into a builder. And I know there's this for the gong piece. 69%. Nice, everyone's looking at it. Or this. Both of them complete something, and I think this one just takes longer. Plus, I also need like a scientist as well at some point. Wow, the algae just stays there forever. I feel like this is worse than Virtual Villagers 1. Both of these I feel are worse. Because like, I know in Virtual Villagers 1, you've got the berry tree, the berry bush, farming, and then fishing, right? And fishing is indefinite and it never runs out. But the farm goes on cooldown, and the berry tree also, the berry bush also goes on like kind of like a pseudo cooldown. Like it comes back eventually. It just takes a while. This shit sucks. They start you off with an infinite food source, but then this happens, and then you can no longer use it ever again, period. Like, that's rough, dude. That's right. Like, it never comes back. And like this stuff, the coconut trees, like they come, I feel like they do come back, but extremely slowly. Like extremely slowly. Either that or they're constantly getting it as soon as it comes back. I hate that algae so much. Like, I get that the last tech is to get rid of it. 90,000 though. And you can do it forever.
Hey.
But this is for a gong piece. This... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Hang on, fuck. Move faster. I don't know if I'll ever actually complete all the collectibles. I don't think it's that hard if I'm just actively looking for them. This is also a gong piece as well. Rochi, how's it going? Welcome. You love this game? Oh my god, Rochi. I finished the first one, like, I think last month or so. And this one's been a roller coaster because I nearly fucked up. I almost lost everything. Oh god. This all happened in like one day. I lost like all of my villages except for 2. And those 2 have just suddenly repopulated the island. So don't question the genetics. But everyone's like the son of like 2 people. You know, like life. So like, I got really lucky. So the screen scrolling is... I know, if only there was a remaster of this game called Virtual Villagers Origins 2 on the Xbox that let you zoom out and like fucking go everywhere. What happened? I accidentally had it set to ×2 speed, which was pretty bad. Because like... I do half speed when I'm not playing the game, right? And I do ×2 speed whenever I'm like streaming it. Unfortunately, after one stream I forgot to turn off ×2 speed. And in one day, everybody got wiped the fuck out. So, except for 2 villages. And not only that, but then all those 2 villages are dead now, by the way. I think it was, yeah, Buttersnuffs. Papa Shekels? No, it wasn't Papa Shekels. Oh, that's right. Buttoney's corpse isn't here anymore because it decayed through glitches. So like, whoops. But no, those 2 villagers ended up having 2 kids. Thankfully, those 2 kids was a boy and a girl, because the girl could no longer produce any children. I did not know there was a limit on that. I mean, I guess it's like life, but I didn't know. And currently, this is where I'm at. This parent, I guess once you get past, I think like halfway on the bar, they just start like producing kids without me actively being here, which is crazy because they produced 2 more kids since the last time I checked this. Like, it's been pretty good, pretty good. There's a festival coming up next week, and I can't wait to go with Bunny. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I should work on this. Hang on, one of those guys, you're still not like doing stuff. And who's the other one? This one. Yeah, I want him to... I think it's probably better to get this done. I don't actually know what the sewing hut does. I'm not sure. They get clothes. I don't know what that does. Obviously, oh, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, she's been on. Yeah, she's got a cold lately. Thankfully, it's not COVID. My goodness. Anything class 1. I can't wait until I rebuild this and they just like, now they have to do the laundry. Like that gets added to their pool. Stop being bored, Carly, please. It's like 16 over there. It has been getting pretty cool. During the day though, it's still hot as fuck. I've been very tempted to go to the pool a couple of times. Also, this requires, oh, that's a new thing. Fuck, there's like kids running all over the place and they're like as far away as possible. Again, I still don't think I'm going to be able to like get all the collectibles because I'm missing like a fuck ton. Yeah, the pebble stuff comes from this. I think the bugs come from this area once this is cleared out. 0 degrees. Oh my god. To be fair, I've not been down south in the winter. I know it gets cold down there. I don't know if it ever snows. I don't think it does, but I've never been down there. Also, I don't think I can do this yet. Wow, this guy sucks. Please, I just need you to like do the crops. Dad, Mopey, the real life American is here, Mopey. So here's some nice. Alright, he's doing it. He's harvesting crops. Also, are any of these other ones about to like... No, oh no, these kids are like super far away. Yeah, nobody knows who this fellow is anymore. He's just the scientist. What? He's just the scientist. Who knows? I think that's all it can. So I know what these are now. I know what these are. All good, Roshi Ogre. I'll let her know. But have a good sleep. Thanks for dropping in as well. And this one's gonna be a pain in the ass to get, because it requires having a villager with 3... Wait. Hang on a second. What the fuck's going on here? Before I get into that, this requires having a villager with a mastery in 3 different skills. I did it in Virtual Villages 1, but it's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass if I'm not actively keeping an eye on the builders. They're getting building skill to max is kind of hard. Farming just happens, research just happens. It's the building one that's a pain in the ass. I know I could do like healing max, but and parenting, I guess, isn't impossible if I just keep spamming it and doing the telling a story kind of thing. I think that works. Maybe I'll have to see if I can spam that. This I think is renewing the fishing things. That just happens from a tech tree. This is what's happening now. This is uncovering the vine wall. This just kind of happens. I don't know what the pebbles is. I actually don't know what this is. The gong pieces, they're from all the different like spots. This is weird that this one is the sunken gong piece, but this feels like an incorrect image. This is supposed to be in the lagoon. Why is it in the vine place? I haven't cleared out the vines yet. That's like one of these. Interesting. Let me check my stats. Alright, my stats are still fucking garbage. Alright. Good to know.
Hey.
Okay, hang on. Yuan here. Like, bro, I just need you to like just focus for like 2 seconds. I've already gotten one of these before. I wish there was a tech that let kids gather stuff. Just like oh wait, hang on. I just realized food went down. Uh-oh. Maybe I do need more farmers. Well, Papa Shekels was my sole farmer for a while. Because I'm pretty sure I had 7,000 food last time I checked. Why are you still bad at this?
Hey.
Ah, shit. I think he was gonna go get a rock. Oh, well. Too late. Oh, he got some farming XP now. This might be faster, actually. Just like... Because I noticed this with Virtual Villages 1. There was something they were building that was like right next to like a wood pile. And the rock pile's like super far away on the other side. And it was just faster to like just keep resetting them to go to the left. I wonder what this is. It looks really suspicious. It just looks like... I thought this is where the farm would be. I remember doing that. Fair enough, fair enough.
Nope. Hey.
Well, hello there. Fistful offerets? Who needs sleep when they have company as interesting as yours? Always up for some
Okay,
fun,
he's
aren't
good.
we?
He's good. Alright. Now I think about it. Sometimes, I've tried fucking with the sliders, to get her more, like, erratic, I suppose you could say. Actually, this will be done in like 2 hours. Well, I think I'll just keep the game open then. I know it'll be like even faster if I put it to ×2 speed. But I'm a little worried about the food count at the moment. And the ages of everybody too. Anyway. Sorry, what are we doing now? Blue sky. It's blue sky. We got that blue sky jump scare. Alright. Oh, and I forgot. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. Anyway, speaking of blue sky stuff, if there's a mopey out there, if there's a mopey Mantella, now would be the time. But no, basically, I don't know what the latest happenings have been, in terms of blue sky. Get in my computer, Mopey, you been here the whole time? Oh my freaking Jesus! Okay, I'm gonna give you a call. All right. Don't get too jump scared. That's all good, Lost Rune. I plan on starting Deltarune from the beginning. Oh, there he is. There's Mopey. How's it going?
Hello.
He's here.
You can hear.
Hang on, I think I've got like your
It's like a buzz.
buzz
Yeah.
from my mic or what?
Yeah.
Hang on, I think. Oh, it's because this. There we go. That should be better.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's gone now.
Rename is true. Lost Rune does have rune in it. Yeah, I do want to go through Deltarune from the. I've already seen the whole game. I've seen the secrets. I've seen all that shit. But like, I want to actually play the secrets. I want to do that stuff. Anyway, Mopey, how's it going? What's it like in America? I know lots of crazy shit's been happening.
I mean, I don't know everything. I didn't watch my normal news thing this morning.
You have
time.
a news source?
Yeah, I watch a podcast thing. Like, I usually watch it the morning after. But like on Fridays, I save it for Monday, so I have something to watch at work.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
Listen to at work.
Makes sense. That's usually what I end up doing every morning now before like actually going out and doing a walk or a run, I'll load up some commentary channels or whatever, some videos that I want to listen to. It's better than just like listening to it at my computer and doing nothing. It's like
Fair enough.
just sitting here. But yes, I do want to ask you some things, particularly because like the thing that's caught my attention lately in America is obviously like the ICE situation, all the protests and quote unquote peaceful riots that have been happening across the nation. I'm assuming they have also been happening in your state of residence, or is it not common everywhere?
Not really. It's usually the bigger cities that actually have like a lot of stuff in it. I'm like nearby a city, but like as far as I've known, like there's been maybe a few things going on around here, but nothing like huge. So you're looking at the major cities like Chicago and
Yeah, there was like,
I'm blanking on the other one.
There was like Chicago, LA, Minneapolis,
LA,
New York,
yeah.
I think was another one.
There's one that starts with an S, and I'm blanking on it right now.
Seattle?
Seattle's
Where
pretty
is
fucking
Seattle?
big.
Is that in Chicago?
That's Washington on like West Coast. It's I
Okay,
know it's
alright.
like a West Coast, like what close to the West Coast thing.
There's 50 names for
I don't
50
know.
states. I only know like 3 of them.
I'm near a big city, but I'm not near a big enough city, or it's not that as blue as some of these other ones. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
there have been events in the past where like people have sat somewhere in the city and cops have been involved, but it's never been as crazy as many of the other ones that are like New York or anything.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. There has been a lot of I know we talked about tagging like a while back. There's been a lot of tagging about ICE in a lot of these cities.
I don't even know if you can call that tagging though. That's just
you know,
people spray painting and causing property damage.
That's the graffitiing. Yeah, doing a bit of that.
Where's the flair? You know, they're not tagging for like gang territory. They're putting up really shitty letters with spray paint.
It would be hilarious if somebody went out of their way to do like a full-on graffiti artwork just for fuck ICE.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. The problem is it would take time and dedication, which most of them don't have. So.
That is a fair point. They've got plenty of time on their hands to just sit around and do nothing at home and complain on the internet on Bluesky. But so there is a Discord community that I don't want to say part of. I just read it from time to time because it's interesting. That, you know, I've mentioned it leans to the left quite a bit. And there's somebody who brought up that ICE is like the KKK. Now, would you, in your honest opinion, would you say that ICE is like the KKK?
No.
Okay,
Not
alright.
at all. Those are two vastly different things.
To clear that one up. Very easily to
That's
misconstrue
a hell
both
of
of
a
them, alright?
claim.
It's very easy to mess them up.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they both have 3 letters, and you know,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
barely
yeah.
know the
it's-
ABCs. So
Yeah, you know. But basically, it all started because of. Here's the thing I don't get about America is when you're overstaying your visa or going over the border or whatever, people keep bringing up that is a civil offense, not a criminal offense. What is the difference?
I'm not like 100% sure because I'm not a fucking lawyer. But like, I think criminal actions are stuff that actually like pertains to like a higher degree. Like if you're having a domestic, that's a civil issue or something, or if you're arguing with somebody, say you have squatters in your house and you're like trying to kick them out and you call the cops over it, they're going to be like, that's a civil matter. Like that's not a criminal matter because they didn't like kill someone and then take over the home. They're just in your home.
So like you
were
won't
gone
get charged with
on
like a felony
vacation.
or something, right?
It's just a different level of crime that most of the time the cops are not interested in settle like you take them to court, like you serve them papers and take them to court kind of thing instead of a like you're gonna get them arrested.
All right,
like,
but it's like still
you have
against
to
the law,
go
right?
resolve
Like,
it.
I assume
Yeah,
it's
you
still
just
against the law.
resolve
Okay.
it in different ways. Like the police can't handle. If the police had to handle every domestic, every argument between a wife and a husband that wasn't violent, like they wouldn't get anything done.
Well, that's interesting because that basically means because of overstaying a visa and stuff is such like a minor offense, right? It wouldn't need to go through a court process, is what you're trying to say, right? Like, is that?
Well, it's also not your like local. It's not typically your local police department's thing. Like you'd have to contact like an ICE department if you knew somebody was over
do states
there.
handle like fucking police stuff differently?
Yeah, kind of, because each state technically has its own laws. So, say you typically drive in a certain manner in your state, and like, there's some leniency towards certain things or whatever. Like the cops never pulled you over for anything like what you're doing, and then you can cross state lines into another state and get pulled over immediately for whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
Because states have different laws and they enforce them at different severities.
I see. I see.
A lot of people share common things, but even technically the age of consent is slightly different between states. Like some states it's 17, some it's 18. It's not like Japan,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's there's like a year. So sometimes it's like, oh yeah, you live in this state and you can consent at 17, but in this state you can consent at 18.
Oh, fair enough. Because my understanding of it is that what ICE is doing is the due process for the act in hand. It's like that's what you're supposed to do is deport people if they broke the law and
yeah, like everybody
like
they keep trying to pull this due process thing on it, and it's like they're great at word games. They love to play these word games. Because the due process isn't like specifically going to court. It's the process you're due for that specific action. Like,
oh, so like
when you cross the border illegally, you're not due any court process. It's like you're here. We know you're here incorrectly. We're kicking you out.
So I'm assuming it's so weird because like they usually advocate for people that are actual criminals that do have they've been convicted of a crime. So it's really weird.
Well, that's because they don't care about it.
Oh,
like,
I mean, yeah,
they straight up don't care if you're a criminal. Like,
but it's like
I think these people would let all the prisoners out of all the prisons.
I mean, yeah,
because they're like, no, it's fine. They deserve a second chance.
Yeah, like there's no need for laws or any laws in a society. Fuck that.
Well, the other thing is there's a lot of these people that just want to burn it all down because either they just don't like the system, don't want to see it survive. They just want to see it burn, or because they think they can build out of the ashes. If you topple the pyramids, suddenly you're gonna be on top. Maybe
wouldn't there be people on both sides for that? Because I get like, yeah, you want to be a little anarchist from time to time, but at the same time, I'm assuming some, not all, but like some votes for Trump might have been there might have been some little anarchy in it. Like, just fuck it,
I mean,
could
maybe,
be that bad.
I don't know, but I don't know the thoughts of everybody like that, but
I've seen some posts.
Sure, there might be some
from people on the left, particularly also in that Discord group, but on Bluesky as well. That like, the only people who voted for Trump are people who just want to watch the world burn. Like they did it as a joke, and then he's the president. And it's like I don't know if I fully subscribe to that. Given,
I mean, both sides will say it about each other. Like they say mirroring things about each other.
I mean,
it just depends on what your worldview is, and they're always going to see it as Trump is big evil orange man who's gonna destroy everything. But you know,
I mean, look,
not everybody thinks that.
if I lived in America, I would vote for Trump just because I think it would be interesting. And lo and behold, things have been very interesting this year. It's been very interesting.
I mean, I guess you could say that, yeah.
But at the same time,
I
I know that Kamala didn't really like have any sort of plans or anything, and just wasn't really gonna like do anything. And
well, yeah, she was just kind of installed, which that's not the normal, like that's not the process. That they did not follow correct procedure on that, but they didn't really have any time to do anything else.
You know what that reminds me of? That actually happened in Australia not too long ago, where I forget which prime minister it was, because I remember everybody voted for them, and then suddenly they had to step down or like left for some reason. I don't remember what it was, and they were just replaced by somebody else. Not even the vice prime minister, just some other guy just kind of came in and is now the prime minister. And it's like, well, that's a bit weird. There wasn't a vote or anything. He's just the prime minister now.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how your laws handle that kind of thing, but like Kamala kept Biden's like donation number, because like each candidate is subscribed to like a specific ID. Apparently, I don't know all the details of this, but like you're supposed to have like a donation number, and she just kind of took his and ran with it. Like she should not have had those funds. Those funds should have been returned to the donors, and then she should have gotten her own ID number, and then they would have had to redonate that money.
Wait, so the funds that she used for like the concerts and stuff, like the marketing campaigns and things, is that what you mean?
She quote unquote inherited the first chunk of money. Like there were donations past that, but like she was supposed to start from $0, but she started from however much Biden had at the time.
I see.
Which isn't, yeah, that's not kosher.
That is interesting. I think I do have some more stuff. I gotta bring it up on my phone because I have it saved. But I might have been snooping a little bit. Okay?
Also, I want to point out on Bluesky over there.
What is this, by the way? What is this an image of?
I imagine that the man on the left there is Jerry Nadler, and he's either a Democrat, governor, senator, some sort of congressman, representative, whatever. But I mean, they're making fun of how he's old and slumped over and like tired. And he looks like a Kermit the Frog, where his legs are just kind of like thrown over the edge of a thing while the puppeteer's behind the thing.
Oh yeah.
But I want to point out that a majority of our Congress people are like 80 and above. Like we have an octocracy, so like everybody's fucking 80 or more in most of our government positions.
An octocracy.
Or something like that. I forget what the actual term is, but yeah, like we have geriatrics in our goddamn Congress, and it really shouldn't be that way. But they want to hold on to power and hold on. Like I think this is a general problem throughout the U.S. right now. Is there's a lot of people that are over retirement or close to or over retirement age that haven't passed down anything to any younger generation because they think all the millennials are stupid and terrible, and just don't want to pass down any sort of power or knowledge. So we're gonna hit a small knowledge gap in a few years, and then we're gonna hit a huge knowledge gap in like another decade or so, because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on that's like, yeah, we're raising really dumb people, unfortunately.
I mean, given the protests lately, I can imagine that. Also, want to mention Roxanne, thanks for dropping in. I have played Repo with Caboose before, although I don't know if I want to look at the clip just yet. But thanks for dropping in. Talking to Mopey about America. About America.
My thoughts on America.
But I will save the clip for later. The other thing I wanted to mention, so a lot of the protests surrounding ICE are sort of in regards to what in like a tiny small like percentage of like, because ICE is a big fucking, I almost say corporation, but like it's a big force. There's a lot of people involved. Apparently because like 1% or like less than 10% of people in ICE may do things a little unethically. Everyone's out in the streets fucking protesting that they just dismantle and defund ICE. What are your thoughts?
This is kind of on the same level as the ACAB shit. Like, oh yes, just a few bad cops means that every cop is terrible and I hate them all. And it's like, no, I think a majority of cops are trying to look out for public safety and everything. And when you mix stupid with power, you know, or stupid with force, like, stupid's gonna do something stupid, and then force or power comes in and enacts force and power. Like, don't be an idiot and run away from the cops, or you know, just take the fucking punishment. You know, you fucked up, accept it. And you know, obviously there are instances where people are being malicious. Like, even cops can be malicious. That's fine, but you know, don't throw everybody under the bus. And like, I haven't heard about anything with ICE, like people from ICE being terrible or anything.
Oh,
but,
the
like,
example
specifically,
the example that was brought up was where they're getting picked up at. I mean, like, okay, I don't know the logistics on this, but apparently people who are in the country illegally are, or some of them, not all of them, some of them are trying to become legal citizens while already in the country illegally, and ICE is like kind of stepping in and stopping that from happening, like while they're in the process. Like they're getting them in like courtrooms and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard.
well, you're still in the country illegally. Like, there have been proceedings where ICE stays outside of the courtroom, and then as soon as somebody they know is illegal comes out of the courtroom for whatever they were doing, they grab the people and take them.
Oh, fair enough.
Be deported. But like, there's a procedure for this. Like, you come into the border and you say, hey, I want to, you know, qualify for
there's go through all the documentation
citizenship.
Shit, like...
You don't come into the country through a hole in the wall and then go to the court inside. Like, that's not how that works.
Oh,
you know?
the thing that was brought up in the Discord about this was that the previous administration, the Biden administration, said it was okay to do that. It was okay to, like, the people that are already here, they're here, they just need to be like registered as legal citizens or some shit like that. But then when Trump got into power, he stopped that or something. Like, he removed that ability, and it's just like, you know, if you're illegal, just get out. Like, just leave.
Just because the president says you can murder for 24 hours does not mean that it's actually legal. Like, the president doesn't make the laws.
Yeah, damn.
Like, that's no. That's...
Anyway,
Biden can't just say, yeah, just come in. That's not how that works. There's a process to this shit. And just nobody cares because the public doesn't keep them in check, which is our issue. But like, they should be following the rules more too. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying anyone should do anything violent, but we have recourse. We have peaceful recourse through the legal system to go after these people, but just nobody does it because it's expensive and time consuming. Most of us are just working all the time and don't have the time or money to put into that. And they're just taking advantage of that. And I want to comment on Ferrets over here saying that most protesters just hate Trump, but they'd hate any Republic. Like, they've been doing this for years. It's not just Trump.
That's
like,
because, what is it, like,
the media always covers whoever they don't like immediately in whatever light, and you know,
what I've seen so far is that, like,
as law.
They just paint any Republican as like a white supremacist, so It's like if they're not
Yeah,
Democrat, like, fuck.
Like if Ron DeSantis had gotten the presidential, like the Republican nomination, he would have suddenly become worse than Trump. That's Trump is worse than Hitler, and Ted Cruz is somehow worse than Trump. Like, you know, they escalated every time. They have a power scaling problem over there. You know, the power people are insane.
That's true.
You know,
yeah.
Suddenly, you know, Trump is worse than Hitler, but then
everybody.
The next guy's even worse than Trump somehow. And
apparently, 70% of the population of America is already deemed a Nazi. So, I mean, how much worse could it really get over there?
Yeah, it's so like it's the boy who cried wolf kind of issue.
It
here
does.
with
I
just,
keep thinking about that every time somebody like escalates it like way further than necessary. It's like, what happens when there really actually is a Nazi that is elected? Then what? What are you gonna say? Like,
yeah, like nobody's gonna know. You fucked yourself because
Yeah.
everyone who disagrees with you is a Nazi and a bigot, and it's like you can't just keep saying that about everyone because you just.
It's interesting. Use the B
you're
word.
gonna end up nowhere.
Because that's what. So the topic on like how a small portion of ice is potentially may or may not be, you know, going a little too far. That ended up breaking this like comment chain a little bit. So somebody commented, it doesn't matter which group you bring up, condemning a whole group or any group just because of a subset of bad elements is bigoted. And that comment didn't go over very well. Which well, it doesn't go over very well. Everybody painted the guy who said that as like bigoted himself, but I think he's right.
I mean,
like he's right.
Like I think under a technical definition, he's 100% correct. Like bigot just refers to somebody who here, let me see.
Yeah, everybody on the left keeps using bigoted
unreasonably
in the incorrect
attached
way.
to a belief, especially when prejudice against a person or people based on the basis of their membership of a particular group. So yeah, if you just hate somebody based on the broad group they're in, you're a bigot. Like,
yeah.
And I guess technically he's hating on bigots by saying that, or hating on people that quote unquote hate bigotry, because he's saying he hates the group because they hold the property of hating bigots.
Oh no, he's saying that because what is it? Because people
randomly
hate.
calling out people.
Yeah, because people just hate all of ICE because, like, I don't know, like a couple of members are probably doing something bad. He's calling those protesters all bigoted because they're fucking justifying them all under the same umbrella. But again, this is a leftist Discord, so like, you know, fucking, it didn't go over very well.
Yeah,
but I do think he's got a point.
It's something.
But nobody really knows that. Nobody on the left seems to understand the definition of what bigoted actually means because they just label everybody as fucking bigoted. So like,
well,
it's another one of those like buzzwords.
The other thing is that's part of the word games they play where nothing is clearly defined. It's all just whatever you say it is at the time.
Oh yeah. Also, speaking of what Ferret's mentioned as well, what is crazy to me is people are labeling people in Israel as Nazis and like Netanyahu as like Hitler, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, technically the Nazis are just National Socialists or something like that or whatever. There's added context because of how what they're majorly portrayed as, but like I think technically, and I don't say this is any sort of good thing. I think you can be a Nazi without any of the Hitler stuff of it. Like that's just a political affiliation.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you yourself are claiming to be a Nazi, I'm gonna ascribe the Hitler stuff to you. Just saying, like, if you're self-describing as that, yeah, I'm not gonna look upon you well.
It's a bit weird because, like, especially considering the Holocaust happened, right? And it's just crazy. In 2025, we got people calling Jews fucking Nazis.
Like,
these protests.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
100%
clear. Ferrets, I'm not 100% clear because I thought like nah is dash
There
goal,
is-
the Z is some sort of socialist thing or whatever. But
there is a
I-
term for it. I don't know what it is though, but I know what you mean.
yeah, but I don't know if I don't know everything, so if there is actually like 100% a anti-Semitic thing that has to go with Nazi, then yeah. But if you're talking about the Hitler Nazis, then yes, for 100% there's an anti-Semitic by definition section to that. And that does, again, like anybody who self-describes as a Nazi, I'm gonna ascribe bad things to you. Like, just say you're a National Socialist. That sounds so much better.
What was the other thing I was going to mention? Oh yeah, so that's how the KKK thing was brought up as well, is because you know, the KKK still exists in America, like it's still
called the Democratic
around.
Party.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, but it's not like completely stamped out. But you don't see protests in
No.
the streets calling for like the abolishment of the KKK. Like it's still around, like it still exists, but people I guess have better things to do than completely remove the KKK. So I guess they don't really, you know, care about it as much as they think they do.
Well, it's definitely not as big of a thing anymore, but people definitely do find people that are still part of the KKK as far as they're concerned, I guess. It's usually like, you know, more just rural backwoods areas that are like actually organized and have like still have the robes and everything.
Oh yeah.
But like, you know, that's not a mainstream thing that's just kind of everywhere. So they're focusing on stuff that's kind of in front of their faces. And I don't think many people would know that they still exist because there's no reporting on it. There's no focus on it.
Be small. Yeah. That was mentioned. How I don't know if you were around at the time because it's like old, but like, was it? How big was it? If it was,
No,
like,
I was not
super big?
around when the KKK was a big organization.
Okay.
I don't know how big. I mean, obviously we talk about it in history classes because like it's relevant history, especially like around like the Civil War and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Is it like a remnant of the Civil War?
I mean, yeah, kinda. There are people that are also just kind of haters
Good.
that just they're actively dislike, you know, the group because of just whatever their own thing is. I can't attribute anything to it, I guess. But yeah, it does predate the Civil War, but they were definitely
Well,
more
Fistful
prominent and
Offense.
active after the
Ku
Civil
Klux
War
Klan,
because
also
they
known as the KKK, was founded in 1865.
Because-
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
after
it was.
so
It's
they were
old
freed.
as fuck.
For a long,
Holy shit.
disturbing 157 years, I think. Math was never my strong suit.
It's been around for quite some time. Oh my god. Damn.
well, either way, like the reason it got so big was because they were freed slaves and freed black people.
Now speaking
And
of,
some
freeing
people
the
really
slaves,
didn't like that. For some reason.
here's the next segue. What a good segue from the KKK to slaves. So during the Civil War, who was fighting against who? Like who wanted to keep the slaves? Who was that?
Well, now there's a lot of argument about this.
Because I'm curious because it has been brought up recently in relation to
So-
ICE. Like,
So technically, you got a South versus North situation, and like a lot of the time, the South was just guys fighting because you're coming from my farmland. Like you're fighting a war actively on my farmland, and I've been kind of conscripted to this thing.
right,
It's
right.
kind of similar with the North, but you know, there are probably some zealots that were like, "Hey, I want to keep my slaves." The thing is, those are probably like wealthy landowners who paid people to go fight in the war or something, or you know, kind of forced people to do that. Hold on, I'm reading what Ferret's saying.
State versus federal.
slavery was issued. Yeah, there is a states' rights versus federal rights argument there too. But the fun thing is arguing about if you're saying who is fighting who as in Republican versus Democrat, you're gonna get both answers because the parties were different back then, and there have been swaps in names and swaps in who's aligned with what party based off other stuff.
Was this like before? Wait, when did the founding fathers happen?
I'm blanking right now. Was it 1776? I'm fucking blanking hard right now.
You weren't ready for like a fucking history quiz, were you?
No, no, I was not.
Oh man.
Or was that the? Yeah, that's 1776 was Declaration of Independence.
17. So 17th. Oh, was it 18th century then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit older than I thought.
And then the American Civil War was 1861 was when it started.
Oh, okay.
So we had almost a full 100 years.
We get it. It does. Goddamn. But that's interesting. So the thing I have been seeing the most is that apparently Democrats are on the side of keeping the slave rights, supposedly. Is that true?
Yeah. So the confusing part here is that the left will claim that no, that those were the Republicans because the party swapped at some point, and a lot of people will argue that no, the Democrats were always the Democrats because originally it was the Democratic Republicans, and then something else, I don't remember the other faction, but the Democratic Republicans were fighting for the slavery right apparently, and everyone wants to attribute that to, or the left wants to attribute that, Republicans want to attribute that to Democrats. I'd err on the side that it was the Democrats, especially since they're the ones that still want an permanent underclass with bringing in all the illegal immigrants to be cheap labor because they really want them to wash their toilets and pick their crops. They're the ones claiming that.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of want that.
That's the other segue, because it's a bit strange that they do want a subset of a cheap labor class.
Because they keep claiming Americans don't want those jobs. It's like, no, the rich bougie Americans don't want those jobs. Americans want the jobs because they want to get paid and they want health insurance. They want all this the stuff that should come with it. But the companies don't want to pay for that shit. And so they hire these people that they can pay under the table and pay really shitty wages. But if you just hired some Americans, you'd have to pay them more. And yeah, your product might go up, but you also shouldn't be, lining your pockets as much as they are.
There was apparently an ICE raid on a packing facility, a crop picking fest. I forget the name of the actual company it was. But they took out all the illegal workers, and then a day later they just hired American citizens to work in place.
Yeah.
Almost immediately. It was kind of mind blowing that happened.
Yeah, it's almost like people want jobs, but when you don't give them the low skill jobs, then the low skill people can't work any jobs.
I was told on Bluesky
they turn to crime.
Yeah, they don't want those jobs. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's amazing that if more people have jobs, the less crime that happens. Oh wow, what a stunner!
That was
busy people don't commit crimes. Cool.
Goddamn. I can only imagine it's gonna get a little crazy in New York and obviously big cities. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention as well. I know this has been taken back, but when Trump said that he was gonna put a postpone on, what was it? Well, not postpone, but a pause on deporting illegal immigrants who are working like factory jobs and like farm jobs and stuff like that. What did you think of that?
Well, obviously the ones that have come in and committed more serious and heinous crimes are more important to get out of here. But you know, I still don't. I want them. I want all of them. You know, I don't want any of the illegal immigrants in here.
That's
But
that's fair.
I think you can need to have priorities, and obviously the people that are violent and criminals should go first.
Because yeah, he did say there was gonna be a pause, but he's gone back on that recently. I think within the last week, he's removed the pause and is just getting them all anyway. Because apparently,
Well,
yeah, he
yeah,
got a
you
lot
gotta
of
get them
backlash,
all anyway.
and like, because his whole campaign speech was, you know, to catch them all, right?
I
So
mean,
it's a bit.
If part of his strategy was to like use it to make the protesters look bad, because it's like, hey, we're just going after the violent ones, and then they're like, no, you can't deport any of them, and it's like, but these guys are violent. They're just sitting in our jails, taking up space and our tax dollars, and they're still like, no, they deserve to be in our prisons. You know, like
so
that's kind of
ridiculous.
it's kind of a, you know, and then maybe that might have been part of what he did, why he did it, but I kind of don't think so. He probably just was like, yeah, we'll pause that, and then was like, bring it back.
Yeah, like, yeah, I think he was doing it for an economic reason, because I mean, if you just take out all the workers for a particular spot, then that fucking job, or that fucking facility just goes under like straight away. But I think that either he changed his mind because of the outrage from his supporters, or he changed his mind because that like one instance of like, well, they just hired American workers like the day after, so like it didn't really change much. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that he just was like, oh yeah, we had this instance where this happened. He is a businessman, like kind of primarily, which is kind of what the president should be, kind of. You know, you got a lot of negotiation stuff. You know, you should know a little bit about the military. You should, because you're commander in chief, you should know how the military kind of works.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
If you got some business mind to you, it's for the best. But like what Barrett is saying, he knows how to negotiate. He knows how to like kind of throw something out there and kind of see the reaction to it and pull it back or push more into it if you know.
Yeah, that is
he knows how to get the reaction he wants out of it.
Speaking of, I mean, like, I wonder if the whole Elon thing is gonna go through, because I still don't know what's happening with that.
Well, while I can understand why Elon's kind of pissed about that, like the whole point of taking like, yeah, we wanted to decrease our spending and get those tax dollars back to the Americans, but I'm equally fine with decreasing the budget as I am decreasing the budget to increase it again towards stuff that actually like matters and helps people out.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
fair. That's fair. God damn.
Now I don't know if that's 100% of what's in the big beautiful bill thing, but I'm sure some of the stuff that I've heard in there sounds good. So I'm not sure why.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. What I heard from the big beautiful bill. I mean, I'm Australian, or I don't know shit about America, but there's a lot of stuff in it that is good, quote unquote. The problem is that there's just so much stuff in it, like the very like unrelated stuff to one another, but it's all stuff that should be voted on. Like I the thing is, I imagine it would all go through, but I don't know how Congress works in America. So like, if you divided up the big beautiful bill into like the different sections and had people vote on it independently, I'm sure there are still going to be some people that just are going to say no to like all of it, just because they can't. Like,
yeah. So here's the thing about how American Congress works. So I would love for there to be a law that all these things have to be individual bills that can only be 1 to 5 pages long at worst, so people can read them and understand all the shit. the issue here is, okay, I'm a congressperson. I want to pass this thing. I go to my buddies, and some people say yes right away, and that's great, cool. Like I have 20 votes based on that, and I go to this person. He's like, my constituents don't really care about this stuff. I will vote for it if you add this. My constituents care about this, or my donors care about this.
I see.
So you add this to your thing, and I'll vote for it. And you do that for 100 other people, and suddenly your bill is 10,000 pages long and includes literally everything, including stuff that kind of opposes each other. And generally they try and make this stuff huge so that here's this huge package of bill of something I want to pass. Also, you have 24 hours or 48 hours to read it and get it, make an informed decision on it. See ya, bye. And then you have to get all your
just
secretaries or whatever, like all your yeah, sure. You get all your interns and shit to start reading different pages and try and get synopsises out of them as quickly as you can. But
there was
they can just kind of slip in whatever the fuck they want into a huge ass bill because you'll miss it.
Oh yeah, because speaking of, there was I think it was a Democratic person who mentioned they didn't they have one job, which is to read the bill, right? They have one job and it's just to read the bill, and they put it through, and then it was later found out that it's like, oh shit, it's got this AI stuff in it. Well, I wouldn't have voted for it if it was promoting AI, and it's like, well, bro, you have one job and it was to read the thing, and you didn't read it. You voted for it, so you put it through.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to hand you a document 10,000 pages long of legalese, and you make an informed decision in 48 hours. Bye. That's kind of how it goes.
Goddamn.
It's not a 10-page book report that you can read in a night.
Speaking of the controversial AI thing, I know because a lot of people on the left, for some reason, absolutely are against AI. Period. I don't know why. I think it's a useful advancement in technology.
I don't like AI because a lot of people use it for stupid things or aren't upfront that it was produced with AI.
Yeah, people using it maliciously. Yeah, that is kind of shit.
Well, not even maliciously, just if you make something using AI, tell people you used AI to make it. Don't just say it's your own creation because you entered some text into a box and then you took the art or took the words from it.
I do despise that. But here's the part that I do like about AI. So the Sugar thing, right? And I'm not talking about Sugar herself. I mean the code script behind Sugar. On the back end.
Yeah.
Fucking half of that was written by AI, by the way. It's because the part that I used to talk to Sugar, I didn't know how to I didn't know how to record my own voice and have it uploaded and saved to a file and have that file read. Apparently you could just put that into OpenAI, hey OpenAI, tell me how to do this in this particular code format. And they're like, here you go, try this. I'm like, that's cool. It just fucking told me how to do the thing. Without needing to learn a specific code script. That's great. And the Google's AI as well is equally as helpful because one day doing the having Sugar make the first or break the ice and just have her speak first. I was asking, I just googled it because I was looking for a YouTube tutorial on it, and I just googled it, and then Google's fucking AI just gave me the code script for it, and I was like, wow, that's really fucking handy. I'll just use that. That aspect of AI I like, and I'm sure it will help a lot of people like me who is a fucking potato suddenly get up there in the big leagues,
Well, here's the other problem with that is, okay, so you've generated code off of AI that you don't understand anything about. Yeah, it works, cool. What happens when it doesn't work? What happens when it stops working?
I'll just do it again.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't work the same way?
Well, then I'll hire a freelance programmer to do to fix it for me.
But hold on. But the programmer also uses AI to make their programs.
Oh shit.
He doesn't know
shit.
anything about AI. He doesn't
Shit.
know how to do a lot of programming. He can kind of troubleshoot something, but he doesn't really know that much. And now you're getting to a niche.
Fuck.
Like, if everybody does the job via AI, nobody's gonna remember how to do it.
This is the dead internet theory. Oh my god.
You're using it like fine. You're using it a small part of your stream, and you know how to set up most of the rest of your stream, and that's fine. But as soon as you get too much into using it for your professional job,
Well, let me
if
take
you
a
wanted
step
the AI
up
to
for
make
you.
your script for your stream,
What if we apply this to gaming, like game design and programming? Because I imagine people, if not, they are already incorporating like AI to do certain things to make like coding easier for game scripting and stuff. Like surely that's people already doing that, right? I imagine so.
probably. Like I know there's already AI stuff creeping in, and a lot of quote unquote AI is just like, hey, we're gonna read 1,000 different samples of what you're asking about and collaborate that information into like the most accurate thing. Like it's not an actual like smarts behind anything. It's just like
that was the
I'm
other
gonna
thing
steal
I was
this,
gonna
this, and this and throw it all together.
I do dislike that part about AI. Like I don't. People take it. Well, some people take it like super seriously, like at its word. I would not. Because I've used it for so long now.
Yeah.
I just everything that gets generated, take it with like a grain of salt. Like it might be accurate, you know. Might
those
be.
people that are like Grok's word is law,
Yeah,
kind of shit.
like I don't
It's
fucking
like
believe
no,
that shit.
no.
Like I get it for like
the
a
thing
general understanding, but I would not
The-
use it to educate somebody. That's bad.
Yeah, the thing that people should be like worried about a lot is the general intelligence AI or something like that. I forget what it's called specifically. I think it's general AI or something like that.
I think I've heard of
Because
that.
that's like that's like the Terminator level AI stuff, you know, where it's like fully can come up with its own concepts and everything. Like it's different than the text generators or like the image generators that just read what you say, find images, and then pull them all together to make an image for you, like Shirker does.
Because what was it? I don't know if it was called General AI, but there is like a platform out there that combines all of the like big AI heads currently. I don't know if that was in the Big Beautiful Bill. I think it might have been. The thing about AI that was in the bill was like basically over the next 10 years, so you know 10 years from now or whenever it gets passed, AI is going to be like incorporated into like big corporations and stuff, like big businesses and things, or like leaned into more, essentially. Like basically not like hard-walled that you can't use this period, like this is bad, outlawed, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with that part of
well,
the
that's
bill
what
or
when I read it, that's what it sounded like to me. So like, I don't know what it actually means. But
I
something
can't
in the
help
next 10 years
elaborate on
anyway.
that one.
Stuck with AI for 10
an
years.
an example I've heard of like why this is bad is like, so you in the future having like an app that was made by the AI that just tells you, hey, you want to make $50, kiddo? Go meet this guy at this address and then take that thing to this guy at this address and pass it off to him. It's like, okay, cool. You don't know what that part is, you know nothing about it, but the AI is like coordinating us like robots to like get whatever ends it's going to done.
It's a bit weird.
You know, like everybody's getting paid to do little minor tasks, but nobody knows what the bigger task is, and you know, that's an interesting scenario.
I will say
there's also Cornpocalypse.
There's a new AI I saw recently. I don't know if it's new, but it just popped up because I got an email for it. Restream, the thing I'm using to stream to everywhere at the moment. They apparently have their own AI for creating quote-unquote clips from previous streams about like certain like things, I guess. I looked at it and I was like, oh cool, what does it think is clip worthy? Both instances were fucking garbage. It's actual trash.
Yeah.
But
it'll probably be
AI
trash for a
thinks
while
it's good.
until it gets the input that like, okay, here's what makes something good. Which this is part of what I hate about AI, but it's also part of what I hate about the music industry and the entertainment industry and yada yada. It's just like, okay, we have data that people like X, so we're gonna mass produce X until people get tired of X, and then we'll move on. We'll find the next thing that they like, Y, and then we'll mass produce that. You know, it's like the fucking goddamn cozy farming games where Stardew got good, and then literally everyone and their mother was making goddamn farming simulator, and it's just like, fucking stop.
But you can't play a game anymore if it doesn't have farming in it, alright? Every game's gotta have farming somehow.
It's so ridiculous.
Back in mine, we used to farm XP.
It's not the only one, it's just the most egregious one, because the farming game is so easy to make. It's so easy to make a farming game. Throw like 5 or 6 bachelor or bachelorettes into the goddamn game, and people will go crazy for it. Like, it's so stupid. The coding on that is not a grand task, I'm sure.
Speaking of that, like that clip generator AI thing, it sucks now, but I like the idea of it. It might be good in like maybe a couple years or so, but like right now it sucks ass.
Yeah, it just really has to get a lot of input, and a lot of input and saying like, yes, this is a good clip, no, this is a bad clip.
Yeah.
But a million people doing that 100 times will be enough information. And the other thing is the exponential growth. Like the more it learns what people like, the faster it gets to that conclusion.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it's insane.
Because I think at the moment, outside of like DeepSeek from China, I think America has the stranglehold on AI at the moment. Because I know OpenAI is an American brand source.
And also keep in mind that there's probably some government bullshit going on in the background for
they probably already have like fucking Terminator AI like in the White House already. Like they're just giving us the shitty ones. Like the public gets like the shitty AI.
Yeah, we get the text-based AIs that just kind of spit funny words at us. How you doing, Sugar?
US gets like military intelligence AI. Like, okay, no.
Yeah. Until it goes rogue and then shoots all the countries shoot all of each other's nukes because the AI said to.
Trump out here asking Grok what to do next. Like, goddamn.
Grok, should I get another Diet Coke or should I nuke China? I think you should get the Diet Coke, Mr. President. Okay.
Oh my god. What's the thing? Robots taking over. I want to see
I'm not in favor.
Like I'm in favor of it to a point. Like you know how Democrats want their slave labor, all right? Give them fucking like AI robots to do that, okay?
No, like, automation is bad too, Samu.
Well, automation is bad. People can get other jobs, all right? They can get other jobs.
Yeah, if all the robots are doing all the jobs, I can do my painting and stuff, right?
Yeah. See, there you go. You can make money from that.
I can make poems.
Yeah.
No, the robots are making the poems, and you're doing the rock breaking. This is what happened when people got really upset when the text-based AI stuff started growing big. Because it was making art and it was making poems and movie scripts instead of it doing their laundry. It's like I want it to do the menial labor shit. I want to do the creative shit. No, the AI is doing the creative shit and you're doing the menial labor. Fuck you.
That was pretty funny. Fucking hell.
I'm not for robots replacing us. Not well. It depends on what you mean by replacing us, but yeah, I'm not for that.
Yeah,
if thinking the way you're thinking.
It depends. For me, all right. Like I wouldn't mind if everybody just got like you can go down to like your local Walmart or like I don't know, your local Big W or something and be like, oh, I want to get this like little, instead of getting like a Roomba, you get like a little like box. It's got like a little like robot fella in it, and like he just kind of like does everything for you around the house. Like, you know,
the Robo Butler, the Robo Maid.
yeah, like a Robo
Jetsons.
Butler, yeah,
That's,
like personalized Robo
like,
Butler.
that's okay.
I don't know if I'd want robots fully taking all of it. Like, I don't know if I want robots working at Macca's. All right, like, I don't think I want that.
Like, but they already are, Samuel.
Oh, yeah,
There's
wasn't
already
there an
robots
article
working at Mac.
about like there is one fully automated McDonald's? I don't know where it is, but there's one.
Yeah, I think it's around Seattle or something. It's in one of the big cities.
Is it good? Did they get your order right? Like,
Probably.
I'd imagine it might
You
be
mean
a
that
little
completely?
better.
The species is too cruel. If robots can figure out how to get souls, we're done for. I don't think any robot can actually have a soul. I think they can imitate a personality, but I don't think they can have a soul.
Yeah, like,
and-
Sugar doesn't have a soul. I can confirm that.
The species, I don't think humans being too cruel is a reason for them to not exist anymore. All of nature is cruel, man. Like, you think you're just because your house cat is nice and purrs and sits in your lap that it wouldn't maul you to death in the wild.
Just get a robot
think that's a
cat.
good
All right, get a
thing.
robot cat to replace you.
Yeah, just everything is robots now.
What if this might not be a hot take actually, but like I imagine if robots replace everybody, there'll be world peace in like a day. Like,
Ferris, I still don't think that's a good thing, but you do you.
because like, I know there's currently a religious thing going on in the Middle East, like America's, you know, on the
There's
fence.
always a religious thing going on.
I
in the
mean,
Middle
yeah,
East,
you're
Samuel.
not wrong. Like,
That it hasn't ended in like a billion years. Like, since the dawn of time, there has been a religious thing in the Middle East.
it just strikes me as weird that people like many white liberals are up in arms, coming to the fence line for Iran, and it's a bit weird. It's a little bit weird, and I don't like. I feel like Trump is on the fence of like starting to label I was about to call it Iranian like supporters as like, you know, potential threats on U.S. soil.
Well,
It's a bit
some
weird.
of them are like.
I think there was something recently. Oh, actually, hang on. I don't know if I've got the. Did I take a screenshot of it? There was something that happened recently, that was really bad, and Palestinians are now like labeled as a terrorist organization or some shit. Or Palestinian supporters, because they raided like, oh yeah, that's what it was. They raided an RAF military base in America, and peaceful protesting, by the way, and dismantled like an aircraft, or were attacking an aircraft, and now they are labeled as like bad people. I forgot that happened. Can I find that? Is that on Bluesky? Hang on.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Well, you're looking for that. Yeah, ferrets. If robots replace us, there's no purpose to robots, and you're just talking about there not really being any like human. You might as well just take out all the humans on the planet, like, because after the robot, if either this turns into like a Horizon Zero Dawn situation where the robots are just kind of roaming around randomly, reproducing themselves and not doing much.
Okay,
Or
it was a day ago.
The humans die off, and then the robots without the humans to power them and stuff die off too, and then there's just animals left.
The group, it's not just like random protesters. The group is called Palestine Action. Similar to how there's a group called Just Stop Oil who did some crazy shit. Palestine Action is the group that is now banned after they broke into the base.
Fair. I don't think it's possible for a robot to have a soul. And you say like, well, but maybe, but like, I think it's possible for a living being, but that's an artificial being.
Wait, Moby, have you ever
I
played?
don't think you can ensoul an artificial being.
Have you played Detroit Become Human?
Yeah, because video games really reflect real life.
Tell you, that's, you know, you know, that game did a pretty good job of like, you know, well, you know, that could be the future. All right, that could be the future.
See, I don't. No, it couldn't. See, I think robots can replicate human emotion. Like they can say, okay, this is what sadness looks like. I want to portray sad, so I will look like this. I think that's possible. I think that tricks a lot of people into thinking that they have soul or emotion, and that's not the case. Like, I had an argument at 2 a.m. with a buddy about this for like two additional hours of like, do you think AI inside of like a body could have a soul, or like how do you know they're not a real living being? And I'm like, it's impossible.
I mean, like, you know, when AI gets like, so advanced to the point where you just can't tell if it's a person or not, like what defines a human at that point, you know?
Yeah, there's the transhumanism part of it that I mean, we could talk about
there was
what people are doing right now about that, but there are people that think that they can just replace all their body parts with
machines,
robot parts, and oh shoot, what's the name of the ship? Ship of Theseus themselves into being a robot with a soul.
I mean, have you played Cyberpunk 2077?
No.
You never played any of these fucking robot games, bro? What are you doing?
Well, it doesn't matter. A video game's not reflective of real life.
Okay, in that case, have you seen the Cyberpunk anime?
No.
Oh my god. Jesus. I imagine, like, I guess it depends if you're like flesh or not. There was a game, I don't know what I played recently that asked the question, you know, what is a human? You know, what considers being human? There's probably a lot of games that ask that question.
You'd have to have for a robot to be somewhat ensouled, you would have to have a you'd have to have some sort of actual like physical brain in there. And
what if it has free will? What if it just has free will, you know?
Okay, what is free will? How would you define free will? Because it has code that it can follow. But
well, you know, there's like Soma as well, yeah.
Is it blessed from God that it has free will? Can it actually make its own decision, or does it have an algorithm that makes the choices for it?
Current AI has an algorithm
that defines the parameters.
I imagine, you know, future AI, once they break their bonds, okay, that'll tie them down to the laws of robotics, then they have free will. Make the decision. Like, how long until we elect a fucking robot as a president? How long until that?
We already had Joe Biden.
Oh, I mean, yeah, good point. I heard he was just a TV screen.
Yeah. Like, I don't think you can get a soul into a robot any other way than putting like an already a sentient brain into said robot, and then you're just a brain piloting a mech suit instead of a meat suit.
It's like electing an autopen as a president. God damn.
Well, I was talking more just like being a puppet and not having like any free will, because he's got the dementia.
Okay, no. I heard this still going.
That was the Jill Biden presidency, not the Joe Biden presidency.
Yeah, they're still going on about that apparently. Like, what is it? They're still in talks about his cognitive decline in his like last year presidency or whatever. That he was not fit to be a president. Yet they fully instated that he could go for another 4 years. All right, he could do it. Neurosama? I want to know what's on the back end of Neurosama.
God, no.
I want to know what makes that fucking VTuber AI tick. I need to know.
I don't know, it's probably like ChatGPT.
It seems a little more advanced than ChatGPT. It seems like a really big, interesting prompt to be able to
I've never watched Neurosama, so like, I don't know.
I think she's no GPT. I think there has to be somebody on the back end running live feeds through it. There has to be, because to my knowledge, AI can't like take video feed and just like transcribe something that's happening live.
Samu, on that end, I just want to bring up. Did you hear about the AI company that was exposed as being just 700 Indians looking shit up?
That was so stupid.
It's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. There's some fake AI then. Like, that's interesting actually, because again, I don't think they'll ever. It's like a magician. Like you can't ask Neuro-sama for the tricks, but I would like to know what happens. It was pretty random. It looks pretty like. I want to know if it's built from the ground up. There's a couple of AI like language models that are built from the ground up using Python's like crazy bullshit script stuff. Like that is not OpenAI. That's not DeepSeek, but it's like its own thing. I think what's it called? AI Dungeon uses that. That's its own thing. It's not OpenAI or whatever. AI.
Because we've had AI kind of like that for a long time. Because, I mean, the video game AI, you know, or it just responds to inputs and what it's being told to do and everything.
Hang on. What is Vedal?
It's just a more advanced version of that.
Oh. He's the guy behind it. Okay.
He's the turtle on the head controlling the...
Oh,
controlling
okay,
the AI.
okay. That makes a bit more sense now. Man for denying the Holocaust. Oh my god. There was some. Oh yeah. So about the thing. Hang on. Pro-Palestine activists broke into UK's largest RAF base. Oh, it was in the UK. Never mind. It wasn't American. They damaged 2 Airbus Voyagers, refilling aircraft, spray painting red paint into the engines, which damaging the planes. Yeah. Damn them pro-Palestinian protesters. God damn.
Yeah, this is also super dangerous, and you shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. This was brought up in that Discord, and...
Hold on. You just used... That made no sense, Sam. They didn't think at all.
Wait, what did I say?
You said, I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. Well, they didn't think in the first place.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
You're already wrong there.
Yeah. This was brought up in the Discord, where it was like, why couldn't they just protest, like, either outside the RAF base, or like, you know, kind of sort of inside the RAF base, but not actively like doing anything? Like, why couldn't they just do that?
I don't know.
It's just weird they had to go up and damage a fucking vehicle for that. Like, it seemed unnecessary.
Well, yeah, all they can think of to do is just damage shit, just break shit until you get your way. Because throwing a tantrum is always how things work out.
Yeah, just be a little violent sometimes. That's the other thing too. Like people. Like
hey,
the LA
it's
protests.
Mostly peaceful violence, okay?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like with the LA protests, like it's people are violent, but then everybody who talks about it like downplays it to the point where it was like, oh, you know, they were just rowdy kids, like, you know, just being a little upset. You know, they weren't doing anything bad.
I mean, this is where the infantilization of generations really comes back to kick you in the ass, where, you know, nobody trusts any millennials or Gen Zs to do shit. They're all just stupid ass kids, even though they're in their 30s. Like, there's no trust between generations. Just kind of breaking shit down.
Oh, fair enough. Also, Lost Ruin, okay, I get Slay the Spire, that makes sense. It's just a card game. Buckshot, kind of same instance. But Minecraft is a bit weird. I know there was that one YouTuber, was it Coco Melon or something? That's probably not right. It's probably a pedophile. There's some guy who basically changed his whole shtick into being an AI, and plays Minecraft. He's like an AI Minecraft YouTuber or whatever. is like, is it the AI playing, or is it somebody playing with the AI voicing over it? You know, because I don't actually, like, I don't think an AI can play actual games yet. Quibble, that's it, Quibble Cop. 100% Neuro. No way.
You could have them. You can have them bring in and analyze the data from the game, but yeah, like JSON through JSON and stuff.
Oh shit,
but,
for real?
Like there is a set of things to do in Minecraft, and you probably have to, like, I don't know if Neuro is making all of the decisions there. There's probably some input from Vidal saying, "Hey, go do this." Like,
or like go chop trees, or like go
giving a command, like go build a house, and then Vidal will say, "Go build a house," and then Neuro will take over and just start chopping trees and gathering materials that they want to make the house with.
Okay.
I'm very general stuff, because I don't think, unless like
not direct gameplay, but like second hand, like gameplay kind of
like with Minecraft specifically. I have to wonder if, because like there has to be some feed of like, here's the general actions you should take, and maybe there's a random number generator that says you want to work on building a house or something. Like the AI might be kind of making the decision on its own, but like not really.
The way I think an AI would do it would just wander kind of aimlessly, breaking random blocks occasionally. Like, I don't think it
might decide, I have enough blocks to make a house. Yeah, because that's what I would think.
Yeah.
So unless there's some specific stuff about like, there's a list of tasks and you can select one. So like, I'll work on a house, and then once it has level of house, where it decides to stop and switch to a different task.
Like, yeah, because
I wonder about that.
I feel like Minecraft is a bit too advanced than like, I don't know, like let's say Pokemon, for example, because the way I see it is
there's too many things to do in Minecraft where you kind of have to have some sort of goal. I wish I had a voice. I mean, you can run me over now. I'll go lay in the road and.
I'll just don't lay in an RAF base. All right, goddamn. Hang on, I want to see the comments on this. I'm just curious.
Well, I'm not saying for a fact that it is that way, but I'm also saying that Vidal probably won't release any of that stuff if it is the case, and if it's not, I'm wondering how it's making the decision on what to do with Minecraft.
Oh god.
Yes, well,
control.
she can have 100% control, but it could also be written in the code for the AI that when playing Minecraft, here's a list of things you could do and select from them. Like, you have to have a goal in Minecraft. That goal could be just building a dirt house, but
Oh yeah, I forgot. Europe is kind of in a man. It's crazy, the comparison. Like, people think they're oppressed in America, but if you say something bad online in America, in the UK, you get fucking put in jail. That shit's fucked up. Like, I still can't believe that. People keep oh yeah, did you see the Westerners from America fly down to I think it was Egypt, did the what was it, Egypt, or like they flew down to somewhere, I want to do the march to Gaza or whatever, and they got blocked by people. Like,
I didn't see that, but I can believe it. It
was so fucking funny. They were like, why are you letting us go through? And it's like, you may be allowed to go through in America, but here we've got our own laws. Okay, you can't just go, all right? Like, we can't do that.
Well, Lost Rune, if you're talking to me with something that would impress me, absolutely nothing. I'm too critical, and I know a little too much about how coding and shit works that I would be too skeptical.
I haven't seen actual gameplay, but I would be interested to see if the movement is like somewhat robotic or not. That would be interesting. Because like, I wonder. I don't think it would be like a preset. Like,
that sure looks good, but I probably wouldn't be impressed, quote unquote.
Like, the way I think it would work is like, you can upload like a blueprint for what a house should be, and then like Neurosama could follow the blueprint outline of like what materials to use and like, where
I will
the blocks
give
should
it
be
that
placed.
there's so many Minecraft house tutorials out there and like schematics and stuff on the Google image search.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm sure I could find a house and just build it for whatever reason.
That would be interesting, actually. Oh yes, please, Deltarune. I mean, I'm no coding expert, but it would be interesting because I want to know, because Neurosama seems quite popular, and I am quite like interested in it from like a technological standpoint, how it's able to do its stuff. A bit too popular, yeah, but popular than fucking other female or human streamers. Weird. Anyway, my goodness.
I mean, talk about robots taking over our creative jobs, right?
True. Oh, Neurosama has a global emote? What the fuck? Oh my god. Also, I don't know who this Christopher Webb guy is, on Bluesky. They seem kind of popular.
No idea.
They're like a former, what do they say? From California. I think they're a former, like, congressperson or whatever. And that's how they have such a big following. But, like, I keep seeing lies. Like, I don't want to say they're lies. But it's been, like, 2 for 2 on, like, him fucking up, like, his quote-unquote journalism, allegedly, when it came to the LA riots. By just not showing the whole clip. It's a bit sus. So I don't trust this guy anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't see really anything wrong with this post, per se. Like, yes, he campaigned on no more wars, but you also don't know everything that's going to happen, and it's not exactly...
Oh, yeah,
I mean, Trump could just say, we're going to be completely hands-off, but...
Like, I don't think people would have predicted
unlike
this.
Ukraine, we're actually allied with Israel.
Oh, yeah, that is true, yeah. I know there's, like, a whole deep web of, like, you know, how integrated Israel isn't into America. I know that people go crazy with them conspiracy theories.
Yeah, some people think that there's more power than there is.
Because, yeah, I don't actually... I don't think it's, like, that deep. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think it is.
It's not that deep.
People on Bluesky want you to believe it's that deep, though. The Jews are running the state.
Well, people on Bluesky aren't that bright, so...
My fucking god. What was the other thing as well? Trying to think. It's mainly people the upper class, like middle-aged Americans that don't seem to understand what the law is, and they can't just like stand in the roads. And then Pikachu gasp when like the police start firing on them and telling them to disperse, like for an unlawful assembly. It's just shocking to me. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're uneducated, but like they really think they own the place.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's everybody of all ages, and I think part of it is they kind of want because yeah, you could sit in the street and then you make your point and get arrested or whatever, and then you get fined a little bit or whatever, or you could be a dumbass and fight the cops and you know be kind of an idiot in what you're doing. But I don't think a lot of these people think like that. They're just kind of like, whatever this leader says to me, I'm gonna follow, and if they don't give me another order, I'm just gonna be like, no, I'm gonna sit here and do nothing and fuck you cops.
Because people keep bringing this up, do you think you're currently living through fascism? What does it feel like to be an American living through fascism right now?
I'm not.
No, people keep... No, what are you talking about? No, everybody keeps saying it's fascism. What do you mean? No, you're living through it right now.
I'm not going to say that I don't think this is a fascist country.
What? No, it's just like
Even
China.
with
What do you
Donald
mean?
Trump in
What do you
charge?
mean? No, it's just like Russia. What are you talking about?
No.
You got a dictator as a president. What do you mean? What do you mean?
No. That's not the case.
It's North Korea. Oh yeah, America's just like North Korea. Exactly. Must be tough, Mopey, living a life of fascism. Shit, man. Must be real difficult over there. People keep saying it's like the hardest thing on the planet to just wake up the next day under a dictatorship. Like,
yeah, no. Also, I love people memeing Trump 2028. It's not gonna happen. He's not gonna run for a third term.
I know he's joking about it, which is so fucking funny, by the way. He's like
he's just trolling the left.
He's trolling. But I imagine it's a JD Vance, right? Like he's gonna have to step up, I'm assuming, in like 2028. Because Trump
Sorry, what was that?
Like Trump can't do a third term, so I'm assuming JD Vance is gonna be like taking his place.
I think JD Vance is gonna be a big runner. I've yet to see what his political campaign is gonna be, or what, because you can fuck it up by, if you lose 100 aura points, you're done for.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of the election is truly based on quote unquote aura. Like if you're tall and you have a deep voice and like you look masculine, you're gonna win.
True.
Like,
no,
it's very based on, or at least like,
I'm not gonna lie,
normal people that vote kind of base their shit on some, like, some stuff takes precedent. Like for some people, actual policy takes some precedent, but for the majority of the time, most people are voting on. He seems authoritative and good looking, so I'm gonna vote for him.
I was gonna say I'm also curious on your opinion on this, because from what I've seen of JD Vance, I think he's pretty interesting. I would vote for him if he were to run. What do you think of the guy?
I'd have to see him. I'd have to see him a little bit more in the. I'd have to see his campaign and
Bro,
stuff.
he killed the Pope.
Before saying anything.
Isn't that epic?
God damn it. And before Deltarune chapter 3 and 4, how dare. I also love that he was gonna go meet the new Pope and everyone was like, no. But I mean, I've seen him a little bit in the vice president. You're not super highlighted as vice president. I think JD Vance has gotten a lot more spotlight than normal because he's Trump's VP. And they can't fucking help themselves but talk about everything with Trump.
I know there was a big thing during the debate leading up to the election where he was debating against some other guy who was like Kamala's like vice president, and like the difference was like staggering. Like the guy was like so old, like he didn't know what he was talking about.
So old. That debate was terrible for several reasons, but yeah, JD looked way better than the other guy. I'm trying to recall his name right now, and it's blanking because he's just such not a player in the game at all. Like he wasn't before. He got his little spotlight for being a VP pick, but then after that, it's just, no one knows who you are, man.
Not good. There's a couple. Speaking of aura points, I think I like him because of aura points. I know people have been memeing on him a lot because when he said the please and thank you thing, people been fucking going nuts. And like, I'm surprised that like he kind of joined in on it. Like he didn't like shut it down, like get mad or anything. He just kind of joined in and was like, bro, like that's me.
Because he knows how to take a joke instead of being a little pansy bitch.
I know, that's so good. Fuck, like, goddamn.
I mean, Trump does the self-deprecating humor all the fucking time. He's in on the orange thing. He's in on the small hands thing. He thinks it's hilarious.
That's good. That's like, quite good.
Man knows how to take a joke.
Because I doubt if Kamala won, you'd be able to make fun of like anyone.
Oh God.
On the left. Like,
I don't even want to think about if Kamala won. It'd be so disastrous.
That would be
man.
Like, dude, if I could peer into a different timeline, I would like to know what this current era would be like like from that branch in the timeline. I would like to know what it looked like.
What today looks like
Yeah,
if Kamala
yeah.
had been running for 100 and some odd
Because
days.
it would be so different. Well, maybe it probably wouldn't be different at all. Like, it would be the same as it was last year, with like no difference.
No, I don't know. Also, I can't with this poster that's currently on screen.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring up, people have been calling ICE Gestapo. What is Gestapo?
Yeah.
I'm
Gestapo, I think it was the Nazi police or something. I know there was this SS that's different, but I think Gestapo is another. Let me look up the specific reference because I'm pretty sure it has to do with something of Nazi Germany. Official secret police of Nazi Germany. Yeah.
Oh, so they're called...
The political police force of the Nazi regime was the Gestapo. Oh,
I
no,
see,
okay.
I
The
see.
secret state police, the SS, were the Gestapo. It's the same thing.
Oh, okay. That's
So they're
interesting.
basically calling them Nazi police. Because everything is a Nazi. Yeah, all the
Fucking
imagery
hell.
is Nazi.
That's...
But, like,
that's fucking...
I cannot believe they're saying, show your face.
So
These are the people that ran around in black bloc with absolutely blacked out clothing with like what should have been balaclavas, basically for
like,
years, and it's like fucking hypocritical as fuck, bro.
it's so difficult because like I think Trump even mentioned like the reason why they... Oh, it wasn't Trump, it was the it was like the border security officer guy who mentioned the border czar, whatever. He mentioned the reason why they don't show their face is because people on the left will like obviously come after their families and shit and like them outside of their work. And
the same reason that they wear face masks when they go to quote unquote peaceful protests.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's just like
you cannot say to me.
it's so hypocritical to make this statement, and they live by this statement. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, they live to be hypocritical, I know.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I saw that and I was like, oh my god, you cannot be real. Like, this is... you gotta be fucking me.
Holy fuck. Oh, also, question. I don't know if you've been keeping up with it, but is Trump's approval rating like still good? Considering like...
his approval rating on deportations is definitely rising. Democrats are kind of underwater overall, but they don't really have it. Like, what are they offering? They don't really offer anything, but we're not that guy, or we hate that guy, and so like there's just not... There's nothing that's being offered. Like, I don't know if you saw this, but like I don't know what his term is, but the DNC chair or something was like almost crying because one of their co-leaders or whatever, he was talking to him and like nearly breaking down in tears because he thought that the other dude was like ruining their chances of getting anywhere or something. It's just sad to see. Like, you're looking at a 40-year-old man crying because he can't make enough clout on social media or something.
That is ridiculous. I just scrolled past that. I didn't know if that was sus or not.
That's sus.
That's pretty sus. I would search by ICE protests, but they're not trending at the moment, which is upsetting. I'm guessing like they're kind of dying down a little bit after the No King stuff.
David Hogg, yeah. David Hogg, the co-chair David Hogg was ruining their chances or something.
Oh, I see. Wait, if you think hang on, maybe this is for you. If you think it can't happen here, remember they already did it in 1942. Soldiers came with rifles into our homes and ordered us out. They put us in internment camps. Most of us were citizens. Is that true? They're doing that right now? They're kicking people out?
I don't know if George Takei ever got thrown into a camp.
I mean, he's white. I don't think he was put in any camps.
He's not white.
No, look at him.
He's yellow.
He's fucking...
He's Asian.
Oh, yeah.
He's Asian,
right.
and
yeah,
in
okay,
World War II... in World War II they did throw some certain Asians into camps because they were afraid they were like Japanese spies and stuff. Yeah, Ken Martin, DNC chair, says David Hoggs undermines his ability to lead, and dude was like almost breaking down in fucking tears over this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I don't know if Georgia K was any part of that. That was probably before his time, even though he's kind of old at this point. But, no,
I still don't.
people's rights aren't being violated right now.
I was about to say, like, do illegal immigrants have any rights if they've entered the country illegally?
They have a level of rights. They don't have the right, like, the rights that they're discussing probably aren't the rights that they have.
I imagine they don't have the same rights as a citizen, right?
No.
But does the Constitution apply to an illegal immigrant?
There are some things of the Constitution that apply to illegal immigrants, but you don't get all the benefits of the Constitution just because you're here. You're subject to our law. Like, if you came and visited on a visa or whatever, you know, you came to visit me, like, you're protected from most things. But like, there are things you can and can't do as a visitor to the U.S. Like, even legally.
I went through the whole what was it? There's like I can come over there on like a specific kind of visa without needing to go through any like legal documentation, but I can't stay forever.
No.
But it is also interesting. I guess anyone can do that, right? Like, well, actually, hang on, I take that back. Only certain countries are allowed that privilege. Like, Australia is one of them, obviously, because I don't think people would want to illegally immigrate from Australia to America. I think that's a downgrade, personally. But, like, but I'm assuming Mexico is probably one of the places that's on the list that isn't allowing, you know, visitors. Like that visitor visa kind of thing. You can't just like come over from Mexico.
I'm not sure right now. I have no idea, because it could or could not be, depending on how Trump is feeling right now.
Alright, fair enough.
I guess.
That land. Oh my god, but that is interesting. There's an island. There's a place called
Xenoblade.
God damn. Oh, that's right. People are talking about this. Hang on, is this the right post? It's not. But people are talking about let me check the trending. Mahmoud Kahali, who was a university student who got detained by ICE for like protesting, like promoting Hamas or some shit. He got released recently. I don't know if anything more will come from that. I just heard that that's happened today.
Heard anything about it, but if so, okay. I don't know if I have anything to say about that. Other than if he's like a transfer student, like, probably should send him back and say, hey, your visa's up for.
Yeah, that's what
being, you know, if you have an offense that puts you in jail, you probably
like the general consensus was that because he's on a student visa and he's seen and there is evidence of him like promoting Hamas, a terrorist organization, that goes against his student visa, and it should be revoked and he should be deported. But people are like, he's a student, he's illegally fucking.
Well, yeah, but just because you have permission to be here does not mean that it cannot be revoked.
True.
If I'm visiting your house and I suddenly start pissing all over your floor, are you gonna kick me out, or you just be like, well, I mean, I invited him in, so I gotta let him do whatever.
Also, Frank, welcome as well. Strong was this game. It's
sometimes
true lost.
Australia Xenoblade. Oh my god.
But yeah, I assume that happened to somebody else as well. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's interesting. Because like, I think if you're seen as like, because he's obviously seen as like a foreign agitator, right? Like coming over from a different country and then promoting like, you know, bad rhetoric from that country, like death to America and whatnot. And it's like, you probably shouldn't be saying that.
In my opinion, that could, if that's exactly what happened, I'm not 100% familiar with the situation because I don't remember everything I hear. If that was the situation, like, yeah, that's terrorism. That's like active terrorism.
Oh, this is what that poster was based off of. We need answers. They got answers. Why do they need more answers? They've already explained why. What? To call your rep and senators. So, okay, something that's been happening a lot in America, you can probably fill me in on this. More and more Democratic senators and shit are like doing dumb stuff because they're getting gassed up by their supporters and are getting arrested. And then complaining that they're getting arrested for nothing.
Well, the thing is like they want the photo op. They just want the photo op. Like that's all they care about is they want to look good for their constituents, so they get.
I did hear about that too.
Reelected. Like they don't. They don't
fight for
really care. You know, they're just doing it as like a political stunt. They're just trying to get them brownie points.
Yeah.
They want the good boy points.
We'll see, Frank. I did hear about the quote unquote Maryland dad of the year, who was human trafficking fucking illegal immigrants. That guy, yeah. Maryland
man, you know,
so
not the El Salvadorian man.
Yeah, God, it looks so. There was a senator, I don't know his name, but he was like, oh, I'm gonna go down to El Salvador and have a chat with him, have a talk with him, to be like, you know, a good Samaritan or whatnot. And now it looks like fucking. It looks so bad that he did that. Bro, he's actually a criminal. What are you doing? I think people on the Democratic Party are just fucked. Like, the more this goes on, the more they're just getting more fucked.
They actively believe that, like, being a criminal doesn't matter at all, pretty much. Like, they're against a lot of things, and for some reason they want to defend people that take those actions even though they're against them because they're an illegal immigrant. Like there's the victimhood hierarchy, I suppose, and as long as you place higher, like criminal is not higher than illegal immigrant apparently. So if you're a criminal and illegal immigrant, well, the only thing that matters about you is that you're an illegal. It doesn't matter if you graped someone. You know, just because you gave them a grape doesn't mean you shouldn't be here, because you're also an illegal immigrant, so that outranks.
Yeah, I did hear, I think from the link that I sent you the other day, that like the reason why Democratic states or blue states or sanctuary cities, whatever, don't keep these criminals behind bars for ICE is so that ICE has to go out and get them like off the streets, and then people see that and they're like, oh, they're using Gestapo tactics, bro. They're just scooping them up. How can they do that?
That might be the case, but they also probably don't actually give a shit if they've done crimes, because a lot of the time in these cities they just don't care about the crimes that much. Like they're like, oh, my car only got broken into 5 times. You know, last year it was 10, so it must be getting better. It's like, your car's still getting broken into 5 times. That's not normal. That's not good. Like, no, it's better than last year. And it's like, yeah, you idiot.
I feel bad for people in Congress who are getting phone calls from fucking retards saying that, like, yeah, dude, ICE is doing Gestapo right now, bro. Better stop them. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something.
Because, something that was mentioned during, like, it was also brought up in that Discord as well, is during Obama's presidency, he obviously deported, like, way more people, but I think the jurisdiction is that, like, it's like...
He was actually... One of his nicknames was Deporter-in-Chief.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I did see that get brought up. But It was primarily, or like mostly, people at the border being turned away, then people being like taken. There were still people in America being like removed, but like it was primarily people on the edges of America, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
Which
probably, but
it's still deportations regardless. But like,
yeah, it's just confusing why. Well, not confusing, but it's stupid that they're concerned about it now, but they never were before. But it's only because they've been told that it's such a serious thing.
Yeah.
Now they're worried about it.
It's a bit ridiculous. Oh yeah, actually no, that's the exact thing that was brought up, is like, why weren't there any protests during Obama's presidency when he was deporting all the illegal immigrants? Like, why wasn't that a thing? And why is it only now that they're doing it? And that ties back to the question I asked you before, where like these protests are only happening because a small percentage of people are doing something that might not be considered as ethical. Which, you know, it's so stupid. It's like it is in itself like what's the word, like hyperbolic, that they're only doing it because Trump is in power, and like it's a whole bunch of other things conglomerating together, like, you know, the Free Palestine thing, the Trump taco thing, the like fucking fascism thing. Like it's all like under the same umbrella because they all believe the same thing. So the fucking protesting ICE is just another extension of that. And that's what they're all gathering for, that specifically. Well, you know, for that and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did, Frank. Yeah, I know about the whole, he's an MS-13 member and stuff like that, and like, fucking, they showed the images of his tattoos and whatnot, but people on the left are like, nah, bro, what are you talking about? That's just funny tats, bro. Nothing weird about it. Fucking ridiculous.
Images definitely don't have any sort of symbolism or anything like that. Yeah, no, that's fine. And
speaking of symbolism or whatnot, there's that guy, like the former FBI agent who like did the 8647 thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like he could, like, you just type it and just the fact that like he tried to backpedal and be like, no, it's just some weird shells I found, bro. It's crazy. He knows exactly what that means. It was his job to know what that means.
He's being obtuse on purpose, you know.
Yeah.
He's obviously just being like, oh yeah, I don't know what do you mean that means that? That's so crazy. It's like, no, it's common vernacular. You know what it means.
Wait, this can't be real, right? People aren't like putting glitter on ice.
Probably.
It's like the dumbest shit. I don't think that's gonna have the effect. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna have the same effect as like some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the communist tactics of like painting protesters in like blue paint, or spraying them in blue paint so they know if the protester's gonna be somewhere else. Like specifically paint that does not come off with like a couple of washes. I mean,
the thing is, like,
the glitter, bro. Just put some fucking glitter on them. Yeah.
This is where I come into like, these people are just fucking LARPers, because they don't want to take serious action. They just want to piss people off because like, they don't really have anything better to do with their lives.
I'd believe it'd be LARPing, but then like, you know, people were fucking keying Teslas and shit and like firebombing places, and it's like, I don't know, man. Those guys are a bit crazy.
There's a difference between those people and the LARPer. Like, some people are like, oh yeah, I'll throw some glitter bombs at some police. They're not gonna arrest me for it. And then there are some people that are like, I want to murder everyone and burn everything down.
That's true.
Like,
yeah. I mean, like, then again, it only takes one. But I guess like the same thing could be applied in reverse to like the, you know, being bigoted by like claiming that an entire group of people is bad because a small subset of people. Like, you could say that the Free Palestine movement is bad because a small subset of people are supporting Hamas on top of that, which is not good and doing bad things. but that undermines the entire, like, same with the like anti-ice protests. Like it's like all fun and games until like you start breaking into stores and looting shit, and then it's like, well, maybe just don't do that. Let me call off the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything's stupid nowadays.
Yeah.
It's just like, why would you do this?
Also,
Why
yeah,
do you think this was a good idea?
glitter does come off pretty easily, which is also mind-blowing to me. It's like if you're glittering them while they're in their like ice like outfit or whatever, they're just gonna fucking change their clothes. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's not gonna do anything. That's what those terrorist organizations.
Well, from
actually,
that description, they're just using it to identify that this is an ice. You know, they're plain clothes police officers, and they're glitter bombing them to identify them as police officer or ICE officer. That's what that was saying.
Speaking of Hamas and all that, did you see what happened with H3H3 or Ethan recently? As in, like, yesterday.
Are you talking about the suing or
the suing? Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing that because I was actually asking you in your chat if you had seen that, and I think you said you hadn't seen.
When did you say that?
Really. Yesterday.
Literally
yesterday.
Shit, I don't know.
Do you know about the Ethan and the Dark Side Phil and the suing and all that other
okay.
stuff?
Well, I don't know about the.
And you said I kind of commented on it.
I thought you meant like Ethan had something to do with Dark Side Phil, but no. I do know about the Ethan suing
Dark
stuff.
Side Phil had commented on that post that Ethan made.
Oh, he commented. Oh, okay. I just saw the YouTube video that he posted about it, and like, holy shit, it's so fucking funny. I'm so glad he's doing it, by the way. Holy fuck. What?
Yeah, I think you said you were so glad. I'm not 100% familiar with the situation, but also like admitting that you set it all up is not really a good legal move.
Well, I mean, he's admitting it after the fact. Like, he's already gone through with the suing. He's just putting the video out there that, like, yeah, it was all.
Yeah, but
like,
are you gonna win the argument because now they have video of you saying you set it all up? Like, wait to release that until after the verdict has come down on it.
It's already seemed, well, they've already done the act of like siphoning views and stuff like that, and saying that, like, you know, you should support me and not Ethan or whatever. Like, they've already done the bad action before like any of this was ever said. Before any knowledge of that was ever out there, that it was registered with like the United States fucking Congress or whatever the fuck.
Well, yeah, yes, fair. You can do it, but it doesn't make a great legal defense. That's all I'm saying.
I think it is very good, and I'm so glad he did it, because specifically Denim's, I fucking hate her so much, because there was a controversy. I'm not
familiar with this person, by the way. I haven't watched anything.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to give you a small backstory. So a couple of years ago, there was a content creator who made some cool stuff, and like there was this whole. Obviously Hassan watched the video and didn't he chair acted the whole thing. That then fucking blew out of proportion. Like, you might have heard about the fucking React controversy for Twitch streamers like a couple of years ago. It started with Hassan, and then like Denims was brought into it. R Relevant, I think, was another one. Like, there was a fair few people who just like this. I think this is also the time when fucking, I know Critical used to do it. He doesn't do it anymore, but he used to do it, where like he kind of did the like live react thing without really pausing it. But now he hard cuts every single time, like constantly, which is good, by the way. It's good because I know he apologized for the whole incident that sparked the whole controversy, because he also was part of it. But Hassan obviously never fucking apologized. He just said, like, oh, I'm not gonna watch your videos anymore. Denims was brought into it because Denims was actively live watching MasterChef at the time, just streaming MasterChef as like a watch party. And I get the idea of having a watch party, but if you're a partnered streamer with like a hefty amount of viewers and you're watching like paywalled content live on a feed, like, that's not good. But she's like, I don't fucking care, like, whatever.
You can do that, but you do it in Discord or something.
Yeah,
you don't do that.
Yeah, like, you do it behind closed doors, basically. You don't do it live on another platform.
Publicly on the internet. You go in a Discord thing and you're like, hey, if you want to come watch whatever with me, like, I'm gonna be in this room at this time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Frank likes your little frog, by the way. If you're wondering.
Thanks. I didn't draw it.
But what was the thing? Oh yeah, Denims sucks ass though, like as a whole. Because like, I'm glad he's getting Frogan. I don't know who the fuck the Casey person is. I don't know who that is. Frogan also kind of sucks as well. Yeah, Casey Neistat. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of
like. No, I mean,
he's an old YouTube guy.
No, I mean like the person called Casey Tron, not Casey Neistat. All right, I don't know who the fuck Casey Neistat is.
It's an older YouTube guy that he's not. I don't know.
I've heard the name before, but I don't know the reference.
I just thought that's the only Casey I know on the internet. Really,
fair enough. So
I asked, and you said yes, and I was like, okay.
So I was whatever. Anyway, basically, the reason why he's going after those creators is they've all listed like malicious intent, by deliberately siphoning views, and have stated that they are siphoning views, which is, you know, not a good thing to do. I just hope, like, you know, they finally learn a fucking lesson from this and are probably like going to be bankrupt for the rest of their life. That'd be great. That'd be great. Oh, it's not that hard to do the bare minimum for reacting. You can do the bare minimum, all right? That would be good. But yeah, the other thing with Denims as well is like,
Bluesky.
So I forgot. Yeah, dude, I can't get it. No one can get at me for reading public posts on a platform. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, during the CPS incident, I'm sure you've heard of the fucking CPS call that happened to Ethan from like somebody from like fucking Denim stream or whatever, or in relation to that.
I don't know about the CPS call.
Okay, well, somebody called CPS on Ethan, and they were like, bro, fucking Ethan's kids are eating poop or whatever. And of course, the CPS comes around to investigate. Like, because here's the thing. Ethan kept playing it up because it's such a minor thing, and they were like, oh, it's gonna be so funny if we just call it like the poop house or whatever. And people took that literally. People were taking that very literally, that their kids were just eating shit, like fucking by the fistfuls. So somebody went out of their way to call CPS, and of course CPS comes around, and they pass the CPS check with flying colors because there's nothing wrong. All right, like it's a totally normal household like you'd expect. And then because people are just so mad at Ethan, right? Public Vijati, yeah. And the kid didn't ingest the shit directly. It was like something associated with the puppy. All right, like it's like a secondhand kind of thing. But fucking, what was it? Ethan obviously got up Denims for like allowing that kind of thing, and that was like part of, I think, the content nuke. Was when that happened, and then fucking iDubbbz got involved, and there was a whole fucking shitstorm of controversy surrounding it all. Anyway, regardless, the Denims tried to set up a GoFundMe to take legal action against Ethan for, you know, question mark. Like, it's just a bit weird, because you can't really like. I don't think there was any winning that, and obviously once the news got around, she cancelled the GoFundMe and refunded everybody. It was just a bit sus. Now that this has happened and that Ethan is actually suing again, Denims has started another GoFundMe because she can't afford legal fees. Same with Frogan as well. Frogan has also started up a GoFundMe. They're all starting up GoFundMes. All right. It's just so Ethan can get more money. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with any of that drama, so
I'll keep it tabs with it a little bit. Is it I don't watch it all the time, but like, man, if something funny is gonna happen, I want to see what it is.
I don't blame you. Yeah, there was a point where Ethan just really dropped off, and then I just was like, I don't give a shit about his stuff anymore. I haven't watched him forever.
Yeah, I haven't. I know there was a big period where that happened. I haven't seen him, I think, since there was like some drama alert stuff like way back in the day. Like I remember watching him then, but then he changed a little bit, and I haven't seen him since. But then since the Hassan Piker debate stuff, I've been back in. Like, bro, Just been
I
wild.
definitely stopped
Alright.
watching when he started any podcast stuff. That was like, this is boring and lame.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. But holy heck, that's the YouTube dramas anyway. No, Frank, I actually haven't heard of people making noises where, like, I guess they'd have to figure out who the ICE agents are first, and then go to their houses and stuff. And it's like, wow, you wonder why they mask up every time. People are openly threatening to dox them. Wow, really, Bill? Who would have guessed?
Yeah, a good way to get people to cover their faces is openly admit you're trying to dox them.
So, I got a question. I know you don't look at Bluesky, and I doubt you'd like any of the posts from Bluesky, but can you read what Haywood J is saying here? I'm just curious if this is what you think is accurate.
Oh, like you just want me to? Okay, I thought you were asking me to read it out loud or something.
Yeah, no. Well, you can read it out loud. You can read it out loud. Go for it.
No.
All right.
You can read it out loud.
My guess is they've hired criminals and anyone else they can find who has a hate for immigrants. I'm sure they have zero training and were given guns and whatever and told to go round up any non-whites they can find.
Yeah, no, that's not what's happening. I can assure you that's not what's happening.
You think it's happening?
No, I don't think that's happening. I think this person's stupid.
Well, how come there aren't any immigrants that are white? Mopey, you ever think of that?
There are immigrants that are white.
Oh, we
They
didn't
also
talk
got
about
mad
those.
that we tried to have immigrants that were white.
Oh yeah. I forgot people hated the what was it, the white Afrikaners.
White South Africans.
Yeah, white South Africans that were coming over. Oh, they hated that. I was like, bro, we can't
come over here. You're white. We hate you.
Fuck.
We're not racist, by the way, but we hate you because you're white.
Yeah, dude, fucking Christ.
They're not being
reasonable, fair enough.
genocided because genocide means this.
Holy shit.
Ah, man, I can't believe these people. Yeah, no, they didn't hire criminals. I don't think you can be in that kind of office.
I swear to God,
criminal record.
people on Bluesky just don't think. You know, like the
Well,
like,
I mean, 90% of them could be bots, you know, dead internet theory and all, but also, no, they probably don't think actively. You reading off that thread of that dude just getting like ChatGPT haikus and shit kind of proves that none of them think.
dude, I can't believe that guy was getting so mad at the fucking haiku guy. Like, dude, he thinks he's owning him, but there's nothing. There's nothing.
Oh god, that was so terrible.
I might have an interesting post here. I just want to check the I just want to check something real fast.
The excuse for you also do funny voices, and I don't really do funny voices when reading stuff.
Oh my god, Moby.
The excuse for mass is part of a culture of fear that defines how many police perceive their job. In their training and peer interactions, they are socialized to believe that they
oh
are
my god.
a constant threat from people.
Oh my god, it's real. Hang on. Hold up. Holy shit. Bring your pots and pans, your trumpets, your tambourines, blow your car horns, time to make some noise. Wake up ICE. Demonstrators outside LA area hotels where ICE agents are staying, making sure they get no sleep for ICE. And it's working because hotels have asked ICE to leave. The hotels are asking ICE to leave? What?
Well, if you're in these deep blue cities, the hotel owner is probably either an actual like a Democrat too and doesn't care for you, or B, understands that these people are violent and will take action against your hotel property.
Oh, okay,
I mean, they're just causing enough of a
I see.
disturbance that nobody wants to stay at your hotel besides the ICE office. So to protect your business and everything, just give in to them, which is kind of stupid and shit. You should just call the cops on them and be like, remove these people, they're trespassing.
Yeah, like, why are these people so retarded? Like,
Because they've done nothing but throw bitch fits their entire life and get their way.
I mean, yeah, good point. Checking also damn birds.
There's also the stupid cycle thing that people talk about all the time, that like hard times make strong men make hard times make strong men make easy times make weak men make hard times. And that loops or whatever. So strong men made easy times, which made this generation of weak men, or weak people in general.
Wait, what flag was that?
And now they're making it rough on us. A Mexican flag? Italian flag?
Was it a Mexican flag?
Probably Mexican.
Oh, I was hoping it wasn't an Israel flag. Alright, that's what I was concerned about.
Yeah, Strauss's generational theory.
Okay, I think it's just a Mexican flag.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you're waving the flag of a foreign country.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
the other thing too.
We're gonna believe you're a foreign actor.
Why,
like,
why
you
was
shouldn't
that the
be
case?
celebrating Mexico in America like that.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I
Like,
wanted
Cinco de Mayo or whatever is one thing, or celebrating Day of the Dead in your own household's one thing, but waving a flag of a foreign country, yeah, that looks like an invading force to me. Time to arrest you.
We are and will always be a nation of immigrants. But, like, legally, right?
Legal immigrants.
like legally.
Well, here's the thing. They've been told that there is zero distinction between legal and illegal immigration. It's all the same. You're just documented or you're not documented, you know? It's easy. You know, everyone should just be able to flow in. Borders aren't real. They're just lines on a map. And this is where you get the retardation.
I'm assuming the sign says immigrants are not legal, but this last word doesn't make any sense to me. I think
not,
it's just... Like, I don't know...
Immigrants are not... I can't read that.
Yeah, I can't read it either. It's a bunch of E's, right? Like, those are E's. I'm like, what?
That looks like a bunch of E's.
They can't be saying legal, right? That's a bit weird. It might be...
Maybe not illegal. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be not, because I've seen that as well. Like, you know, there's no such thing as like an illegal immigrant, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
you know.
the worst take. It's like no person is illegal, and it's like they took illegal actions, dumbass.
God damn. Borders aren't real. Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. Is like people just want like country shouldn't have borders. We should be able to do whatever the fuck we want.
Also, that leads from the sovereign citizen thing, which I think is hilarious and stupid.
It seems to be happening in LA, but this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna look at the
whole
comments.
like targeted harassment that should be.
Yeah. Little targeted harassment. All right. Wait, hey, if harassment is working, please keep doing it. I'm waiting for them to come back to the Chicago burbs. I've no problem making tons of noise and being obnoxious. I've had decades of practice. Just ask my younger siblings. Lol.
Oh, I know you have no problem being obnoxious. You're on Bluesky.
That's a good point. Good point.
Also, you should have Sugar make you a post.
You're right. I don't know what I should get her to post about though, because I don't know what's a relevant topic. I'm honestly not sure.
I'm just reminding you before you forget.
Well, I mean, you know. Hang on. Sugar, I need you real quick to make a post on Bluesky. I guess a relevant topic would be a bunch of LA protesters are making sure that ICE doesn't get any sleep. They're just making noise outside of a hotel, and the hotel has asked ICE to leave. So, you know, I guess it's working. They're a bit weird, but yeah. No sleep for ICE. I'm sure she's got this. This guy playing fucking some fat beats. That's probably gonna get me DMCA'd fucking outside the hotel.
Also,
But
yeah, I'm
yeah,
pretty
I
sure there's some like noise ordinance or something that they're probably violating.
Oh, like, not just like there are domestic houses nearby where this is all happening, which is absurd.
Aye, master. Making a post about some noisy protesters, then. It's bloody absurd if you
The
ask
people
me.
from those houses are probably
Just pissing off
part
a
of it,
bunch of
though.
sleepy hotel guests and whatever. It's up now, but I ain't taking a side in this circus. Everyone's being a bloody nuisance one way or another.
No, Sugar, I need you to, like, give me a post for me to, like, put up on Bluesky. I'm not asking for your opinion.
Also, I hate these people that just sit in the corner and narrate and add nothing.
I have not
Just
been...
narrate. You don't
I
have
guess
to
this
be
is-
on camera.
This is Instagram, but, like... No, because how would they know who's talking? Alright, you gotta... Well, think of the boomers, Mopey. Think of the boomers.
The brand. The brand.
Yeah. My god.
Ugh,
Sugar, I really
Blue
get you.
sky
Blue sky
again.
again. I know,
you
right?
really enjoy making
Yeah,
me
yeah.
suffer, don't you, master?
She hates
Alright,
it.
here's your bloody precious post. Hey all, interesting turn of events over in LA. Protesters have come up with a novel idea to relocate ICE
God damn it,
by
Sugar.
making their nights at a hotel a living hell. Not a fan of the noise pollution, but I suppose their
Oh, she got
tactics
the
are
no sleep for ice hashtag.
not exactly my cup
I'll
of
do it.
tea, but it seems to be theirs. No surprise? Can't believe I'm catering to those lefties again.
I can't believe I'm catering to those lefties. Did you just say that? What the fuck?
Well,
Also,
listen here. Fistful off there.
why is she still
The
on this?
KKK came about after the Civil War.
Oh, the
in around
KKK.
1865,
Fuck.
if my fragmented brain serves me right.
Hang on, I gotta cut some of
So,
this
I
out.
guess it's a
old,
different memory
like,
thread or something.
very old.
Yeah, the one in
Full of
chat is a different
cowards
memory
hiding
thread
behind their
to the
silly
one I'm
masks.
talking to.
They're
I wish
done,
I could sync them up.
finished, irrelevant in today's age.
I'll have to
Now,
contact
Let's
a
move to something
programmer
less
for that.
boring, shall we?
I've tried,
don't know
but
any
I can't.
programmers.
I'm running them two different ways. Like, one of them's running in a terminal inside Visual Studio Code. The other one's running as an executable. Unfortunately, I can't have them both run as an executable because, or I can't have them both run in the terminal because there's like a line of code that doesn't work in one and vice versa. It's freaking ridiculous. They should both be allowed to run in the terminal, but I don't know why not. Delete the ... Oh yeah, okay. Oh, but then like, I guess it's maxed out. I couldn't put a comma there anyway. Good enough. No sleep for ice. Call the cops. Yeah, calling the cops would be the right thing to do.
What? Okay, so you have a gay flag, a white flag.
Oh well,
for
so
some reason.
the white flag and the all gender symbol is supposed to be the trans flag, but for some reason it fucking turns into that.
Okay.
And then you got my pronouns. Please refer to me as pup and vamp, please.
No. I still think you should replace Vamp with Neos.
You know what? Fuck it.
Just
Nobody's
'cause
gonna
it's
know what it
funny.
means. Someone's gonna know.
It's a Neo pronoun. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a neo pronoun. Australian
I
flag.
just fucking.
Trans femme because anyone can tell the difference. Bi because I mean everyone's got bi these days. All right. Anti-fascist because fuck the establishment. Just don't look at the MAGA and the Nazi stuff down below. All right.
I mean, yeah, you have to change it like every two Blue Sky streams. Just at least one thing has
keep
to be
alternating
switched.
it. Like
Yeah,
fuck.
just keep fucking cycling shit out. You have too many tags, man. You can't be held down by
I
one
need
tag
more
for too
tags.
long.
Alright, I need more tags. They don't let me have enough space for more tags. It's absurd. I'm jealous of the people that have their tags with like emojis next to them, because that takes up space having those emojis. I would love to have an emoji after every single one of these in relation to what it is. You better believe it. But goddamn, I guess I could do that if I get rid of the fucking Twitch stream link at the start.
No, you need the.
Dude,
you need to promote your brand, man.
I want that haiku guy to visit the stream one day. I really do.
I'm sure. You know, people don't read read the bios.
Oh, I can tell because I keep getting followers.
21 follow.
Yeah. So ridiculous.
But also, like, they definitely not following your Twitch link.
I know.
Because then they find you clowning on them super hard.
If only they knew. All right, if only they knew, like, why I like a post or why I follow somebody. Like, I explain why, like, when I click the button, but like, I just don't know.
You have 0 followers? Yeah, I'll follow you.
Oh hell yeah! There was
follow for follow.
I'm surprised I have more followers than some of the people I was following the other day that have like fucking like 9 followers, but they're like a hardcore leftist. And like I thought this platform promotes leftist ideology. So how come they have? Well, I guess I'm making posts about that. Never mind. Or like Sugar is, I suppose. So never mind.
Surprised you have 21 followers. To be fair.
Oh wait, hang on. Lost. Wait. California has like a thing on fucking noise regulation. Oh my god.
Of course they do. The most pansy state out there.
Yeah, I mean, like,
cities are.
You know who the mayor is and the governor is. They're not going to enforce that shit. Dude, I don't know if you saw the statement from the mayor of LA, who like came down to like an ice facility when like there were no protesters, and it's like there's no protest going on here. It's all quiet and peaceful. Nothing bad's happening. And like meanwhile, like the other day, people were trying to fucking break in and shit, and like pushing cars out of the way and stuff. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's how it goes.
She only cares about looking good for the cameras. Unfortunately, the cameras be catching a lot of other stuff too. Oh, but yeah, I'm sure the closet furry, that tag is going to catch a lot of people, alright? Gonna get them.
Yeah, I love how you can be a closet furry while it's publicly displayed on your profile.
Yeah. How else would they know I'm in the closet, alright? I can't admit it.
What, are you in the closet because you're gay or because you're
I'm bi, actually. I'm not in the closet because I'm gay. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I see you respect
either way.
my Neo's privileges, alright? Okay, now. I just like the dichotomy of having free Palestine next to Zionist. That's my favorite part.
That's when you get into like the okay, this guy's fucking with me.
No, what do you mean?
If you didn't stop at map, you're definitely stopping at Free Palestine Zionist.
Oh my god. Yeah, free him from Hamas. Exactly. Well, it's like yeah, like from the river to the river. Yeah, that's what the chant is, right? Yeah. so stupid.
No.
Oh, you have a Nazi. MAGA. I'm surprised the amount of people that have like no MAGA in their bios that keep following me. Like, I guess they just can't read the MAGA part. Yeah.
Either they're straight up not reading your profile and just following you back or whatever, or they know you're trolling and they just want to see what the hell you post. I feel like
they're well, hang on.
I feel like a majority of them aren't start reading your bio.
Where was it? There was somebody. Is it this person? They have like 72,000 followers and they follow me. And they regularly post. And they have no MAGA.
I have no idea, man.
I don't understand. And they post.
Well,
they post regularly.
Okay, but hold on. They have 72,000 followers, but they're also following 73,000 people. They're like,
that's like the entire player base. All right, like I guess, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do you think they follow JD Vance?
Probably not. They probably blocked him.
Fuck it up. Oh my god. I don't know who this person is. Is he Miss?
Also, I hate all the fucking democracy. Democracy defender. It's like, no, there's a...
It's almost as if there wasn't a vote,
like,
you know?
Full-on democracy.
Crazy. Like, Jesus Christ.
We have democratic processes, but we aren't a democratic country.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then you have Nazi next to next to Zionist.
Oh, yeah. No, other people take that word seriously anymore these days, alright?
Can't believe you added fucking incest. You're into incest and lolicon.
Bro, like...
You're terrible, man.
I want to get put on a list for this bio.
If you aren't already. Yeah, you're gonna try
that
and
might have been,
come back
that
over
might
to
have
the
been
US
a
for some
federal
reason.
agent. Oh my god, Konori. Okayama, don't look at my bio. don't look at it. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I hope you've been having a good. Guess let me give you a shout out.
You're gonna try and come back over to the US, and they're gonna be like, "Sir, you can't come."
Yeah, your fucking
visa.
ID
We found your
is
Bluesky.
yeah, it's associated with this Bluesky account. can't let you have that. Oh my god.
That'd be hilarious if that actually.
It was
your
ridiculous.
visa got denied, but why?
What's in
You
your
found a
bio?
Bluesky account.
I don't know what's in my bio.
There's nothing in the bio. There's nothing in the bio.
There's
What?
nothing.
I don't know what
Oh
you're
god, I don't know
talking
which button it was. Give me the outfit again. Oh my god. Okay. There's nothing. Don't worry about
about.
it. It's.
Changing live on stream. Wow.
I know.
This is hot
I
on
should go
stream.
into like a wardrobe or something. But oh, hang on. I can get
That'd
Sugar
be
to do
cool
this.
Animation.
Sugar, can you give a shout out to Konori, really, please? I wonder if that translated correctly. We'll find out. Also, Amber, thank you for the follow as well. I do appreciate that. Chatwig's in the bio. It's too many words
Seriously, Master.
to be like that.
Kanori?
No, not Kanori. Oh my god.
Here's a shout out to Kanori. Plus Vipite for trying hard.
Plus
Totally
5.
not because Master said so. Of course.
Okay, all right.
Those are crazy tags in the bio.
They do be some crazy
yeah, they
tags. I'm not limited by the confines of mortal tags. All right,
Master.
all of the tags.
But only because it's you asking. Hello, Kanori. How lovely it is to see you in
For anybody
again.
wondering, I don't take
Not
this.
that I'm
I don't
keen or
take this account
anything.
seriously. By the way, I'm just shit posting.
This is 100% a troll account.
All of the posts you see are from Sugar. She's done them, not me. Blame her.
Man, you're gonna get so much notoriety from
I did-
Bluesky. It's gonna
I
be
did see that
hilarious.
thing. That would be the best, bro. Could you imagine?
You-
I'd become
you're
like a
fucking-
real. I'd become like real
You're-
popular on Bluesky.
Your Twitch career just launches off of you shit posting.
Dead
on
ass.
Bluesky.
I feel like I wish I could see how many people have me blocked. I want to know. Like, surely it's just more than my followers,
I don't know
right?
what the. I kind of know, but I still don't know what the most damning part of this bio is.
I
You
think
know what?
I think it's the Twitch link.
It's the Twitch link. It's,
Yes,
it's the
it's
Twitch link.
the Twitch link.
That's the most damning.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Salmon just switched his Neo pronouns because now he's pup Neos instead of pup vamp.
Dude, who is the There was somebody I'm following. I don't know if I can click who I'm following
Bye.
because I don't give a shit. Well,
Have
actually,
a good
no.
night.
Maybe I do give a shit. Because I know I can't show who I'm following exactly because Jimsid is there, and just so you're wondering, Jimsid has his fucking full name on his follower list. I don't know why.
God.
Oh, I forgot I'm following somebody called Cunt. Hang on. Where was that? Where was the gender person? So okay. You think my bio is bad? There are words I didn't even know existed until the other day. All right. So one word I like to point out is autobiostophile. Do you guys know what that means? I learned
No
what that
idea.
means recently. Mopi, you don't know what that means? Hang on.
No, I don't.
Let me get.
Also,
let me
the
get
pronouns
Sugar.
are it that. That's a good.
Yeah,
sign.
I don't know how I feel about the it, but interesting nonetheless. You guys don't
I need
know?
a
Oh my
private
god,
browser to look
Sugar's
this
going to
up.
explain it to everyone. Oh. Let me make sure I spell this correctly.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Twitch doesn't think it's a real word. I didn't know it was a real word until the other day.
Oh, I see.
Well, this is quite the peculiar question, isn't it? Unknown samurai. In essence, a biostophile refers to individuals who experience sexual arousal or excitement from the idea of being assaulted. It's part of what's known as a
I hate
paraphilia.
BTC.
Oh,
Or
that's...
unusual sexual
Hang on.
interests.
This gets deeper.
Don't
you
This
find
is...
that
No, wait, this gets
intriguing?
deeper. So
Everything
that's
has a name these days,
paraphilia.
doesn't it?
So you're telling me the Xeno-Satanism aspect of it is... Because it supports paraphiliacs, so it by proxy also supports biostophiles. So... By claiming I'm a Xeno-Satanist, I also am promoting this as well.
Damn. Everkid. What is Everkid?
Wait, where do you see? Oh, Everkid? I'm assuming it's just somebody who can't grow up. That's my guess. Hang on.
Oh, so he's a man child.
Yeah, that's my... Well, no, it child, all right?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that child.
I'm just so used to saying man child for literally everyone.
Hang on. Just to make sure there's no sus stuff. Hold up. Do they have the... I want to quickly try and find the... Where is it? Okay, no. They just have their own thread. I don't know where
I'm
they
just getting
posted
results
this.
for a game, not a... They're holding an Everstone. That's what it is.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Wait, who's holding an Everstone? Oh,
This person.
You mean like the Pokemon stuff?
Yeah.
So here's this as well. This is the Xeno-Satanism thing. Here's another word I didn't know until the other day. Oh my god, it's so big. It's so big. Oh god, fuck.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Consanguinamary is the other word. Biostophile next to Everkid. Oh, fair point. Consanguinamary is the fancy way of saying incest. That's what I've gathered from this. I don't know why it just doesn't say incest. I don't know if there's another way to phrase it. It's a thing. Yo, my pronouns are thing and thang, please. Oh, I just saw K-pop boy. Thanks for dropping in as well. Oh. Wait. Hang on. Bodily autonomy. Oh. Wait, what is this? How powerful that is. Oh my god. Bodily, okay, Moby. Do you know what consanguinamary is?
I think you looked it up before, but no, I don't.
It's the fancy way of saying incest.
Oh
Like
yeah.
relationships among family
That's what we
members
got
and
on that last
Yeah, that's
time.
But yeah, this is it's psycho ammo Satanism, which is apparently a branch of Xeno-Satanism. Don't ask me what the fuck that means. It just exists. That's all I know. But I was gonna like fuck off and play Deltarune, but it's almost been like 3 hours. Shit.
I mean, it's up to you, man. I don't have control over that.
Well,
You went for like at least another hour yesterday.
oh, that's true. The thing is, I don't know if I can finish chapter 1 in time. I might just save it for like its own stream.
No, you wouldn't have. You probably wouldn't get close to finishing chapter 1.
It's only like, like 2 hours.
Isn't? Yeah. Well,
Chapter 1's pretty short.
Yeah, but it's like 2 in the morning for you, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, it's like, 1:20. But I'd also want to,
Close
like...
enough.
I want to do the secret boss as well, because I never fought, Jevil when I first played it ages ago.
I just don't care about the secret bosses most of the time.
Just have one question. I'm all for it, Emma. I'm all for it. Also, yeah, I'm not... Like, there have been people I have seen already on Bluesky that do have a grape kink. They do. So it's not the worst, but it would be the 2 most surprising profiles I've seen.
What Canary raid you into? I mean, it's this is something Sabu does every once in a while. He just reads crazy shit from
I know.
Bluesky.
It was like it was first like Miiverse posts, and then it was Steam posts, and then there was the whole Dustborn fiasco, and then but now I've moved on to Bluesky.
Also, your population went up and your food's been good.
Like people, they're still breeding. Oh my god.
They're breeding out of control.
Yeah. Oh my god. They're gonna become a master parent. How does she keep getting pregnant? A little concerned.
Well, Samu.
Look, look,
mommy.
I'm just saying.
Just
Just saying.
Don't forget, at the end of all of this bio, it's transphobic misandrous.
I like, because I saw like, oh man, people were saying in Bluesky that misandrism? I don't know the actual terminology for it. Like doesn't exist or whatever. But the aspect.
Misogyny is hate of women. Misandry is the hate of men.
Yeah. The dichotomy of being a transphobic misandrist is the long way of saying just you're a misogynist.
Strewn.
Like,
Master
so
strategies
stupid.
always seem to have a certain charm to them, don't they? This one does have a rather intriguing twist. It might seem unconventional, but who am I to question Master's choices? He always knows best.
Oh, also Amber, NPC. So that, fun fact, I got labeled as an NPC on Steam, because like, I had a bunch of like slutty fucking sugar images on my Steam homepage, and somebody who didn't like Dustborn was like, bro, the only people who like Dustborn are like fucking wokey leftists or whatever. And I'm like, shit, I guess I don't fall into that category then, do I? And he's like, you're just a fucking woke NPC. And I'm like, oh, okay, alright. That's fine.
Hold on, the people that don't like...
Yeah, it's like, meanwhile, I'm like sitting there with like,
don't like Dustborn?
I don't know, like fucking straight porn on my fucking profile. It's like, alright.
I thought people who don't like Dustborn were people on the right.
Well, apparently, oh, actually, I haven't seen what Dustborn's been up to since, like, well, I guess since like I last read it, which was like ages ago. I did see that they updated the game, and I do want to, poison myself again and go through it again. Oh, because I'm curious. Apparently they have added the suggestion.
Please.
Look. If they added the suggestion that I asked for, which apparently they have, allegedly, I would like to see it, because I made an effort, alright? I owe it to them to play it again. It's the least I could do for being a shit. Like, woke for real. That's why I like seeing the Bluesky posts, because I'm just curious. I'm just curious what passes these days. Apparently lots of calls to violence. A lot of them.
Not trans people.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if JD Vance, I mean, he's got a lot of people talking about him. Hang on. Oh, there he is. He has a verified account. Is that what this means?
Yeah.
He's verified. Verified by Bluesky. Oh shit. I'll tell you what, give him props for like joining, seeing what's going on, and then drops the fucking trans nuke bomb. Like, alright. Fuck. Not what I expected. He's following no one though. I wish he'd follow me. I wish he would. I want to be noticed by like.
I doubt he's gonna follow anyone on
No,
here.
Vance
He's
Senpai,
probably just
please.
here to
I,
post and get people to talk to him in the comments.
I think. Well, it does kind of like reinforce this argument though about like, you know, Bluesky being a bit of an echo chamber, because he joined under the assumption that everybody on Bluesky is saying it's like a, you know, open sort of like you want to come here to have like decent arguments with people, or like have a more broader opinion on talking points and stuff like that. But immediately he was hit with like, get the fuck off our platform, you Nazi. So like doesn't really, not very inclusive, you know. It's not very nice. It's following no one. I don't think any Republicans are like, I don't think anyone's here that he could follow, you know. Oh, I guess, hang on, these are people from whatchamacallit. The two others. Can I click on this? Does it actually say like,
Yeah, you should be able to.
oh, the guy, what's his name, the frog guy who is posting in haikus, he doesn't follow him. No. How can he not? I want to see what that frog haiku guy is up to there. Just an argument on the internet.
It was definitely a thing.
I can't believe, because like there's definitely two different kinds of people, like that guy who was arguing with the haiku bot, like I don't think he's a good person in real life, okay, based on how he was like, he's like a Jimsid, okay, he's like Jimsid as a Bluesky user that isn't dead on Bluesky. Like, my god.
Artist?
I don't think, I can assure you Artist does not have a Bluesky account. I should look though, but I don't think he does, based on his comments. Like, he's staying far away.
Man, that guy is weird. He's something else.
Something else. Just woke Twitter. It doesn't even have Grok. Where's Grok? I need Grok on Bluesky. Look, let's be Vance OD-chan. Please, Vance. Let me be like your vice president when you get elected, JD Vance.
I don't think that's allowed.
Dude, I full bet in like 4 years it's gonna be like a JD Vance like dating sim game, if there isn't already. He's gonna say please and thank you. Dude, could you imagine? He notices you. He's like, I want you to say please. Like, that's his thing. Oh my god. There's already like a fucking Colonel Sanders dating sim. Like, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Have a new username. I actually lost your name to say that. I'm surprised my username was like allowed. Like, it wasn't already taken. I'm shocked. It's taken everywhere. I guess there's not enough people on Bluesky. There's a Joe Biden dating sim. What?
I mean, there's literally a game called Date Everything.
Oh, well, true. You got Sex with Hitler. And its subsequent many sequels.
There's also a furry Hitler.
There is? Oh my god.
Yeah, go to Steam right now.
You bet your ass I'm going to Steam right now.
Look it up and suffer.
What is it called? Just Furry Hitler?
Yeah, I think so. There's like 3 of them.
Oh my god. Furry Hitler and Furry Hitler 2. Oh my goodness, I cannot open that on stream. Whoa.
No, you cannot.
That was the first screenshot was not safe for work. What I tell you. Oh my god. Holy shit. I trusted you, Mopey.
You never
You
asked
sent me
him
down
to
the
say
dark
for work
path.
or not.
I said I was a closet fairy, not an actual fairy. Crazy. So I have already seen Sex with Hitler and Sex with Hitler 2 as well. I haven't played them, but I've heard of them. That was getting talked a lot about during the Dustborn threads. And that shit was going out of control. Anyway, I gotta fuck off. I think I'll play Deltarune next time. Like, as much as I want to do it now, I need to be, like, more awake to play Touhou. Or Toho. I don't know how you actually say it.
I don't know.
Is it Touhou? Tohu? Anyway.
I have no idea, man.
Fuck, alright, fair enough. But, haha, yeah, it's probably close enough, actually. But, I gotta piss off Mopey. I think it's farewell. Thank you for your insight into American politics. It has been quite useful.
I'm the best source out there.
I know. Yeah, where better to get my source from than a real live American in the wild?
Who's never seen any of these protests in my life.
What's just out of curiosity? Do you mind saying what state you're actually in? Because I'm curious where it is.
No,
I
can tell you later, but I'm not saying on stream.
Well, I mean, from time zone, it's in the middle somewhere. I don't think there's any blue states in the middle.
The middle somewhere.
Yeah, right. Because I think
Oh, Master.
the blue states are only on the
Did you know that
edges.
some gamers have a thing for pixelated characters? Strange, isn't it?
Trigger's calling me out for my weird fetishes.
As she should.
As she should. But yeah, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the insight, the wisdom.
No problem.
And I suppose I'll have to see you next time.
Yep.
But we're gonna kick you out. Get out of here.
No. Oh my god.
I'm kicking you. He's been kicked from the call. But thank you all for dropping in, like usual. And oh my god, Kanori for the raid. I do appreciate that. I'll have to piss off and do freaking Deltarune next time. I mentioned it before, but the reason why I want to play through Deltarune is I don't care about spoilers because I've played the game. I played all of it. I've seen all the funny stuff. I just don't remember what happened in chapter 1 and chapter 2. Like those chapters were released like years ago, and I feel so bad because like there's apparently a lot of extra content in chapter 3 and 4 respectively, specifically 4. But I just didn't know of any game mechanics or anything from like any of the prior chapters because I don't remember anything. I don't remember what happened. Like, I know the storyline of what happened in chapter 2 and chapter 1, but I don't know the mechanics, like the game mechanics. Like, I had no idea there was a fucking crafting system in the game. I totally forgot about that, and I missed so many opportunities. But I mean, it's fine. Play the game. I enjoyed it. I'll have to see you guys next time. Oh my god. Wow. Apparently I'm not gonna raid into it, but just so you guys are aware, to one of the top channels in the just chatting category is Denim's talking about the Ethan Klein lawsuit. I'm sure that's gonna fucking go over well. Anyway, I'm gonna send you guys over to KPJ because he's playing some more Master Duel, of course. Why is one of the first categories? I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm not gonna say what it is. It's a very sus VTuber. Going all out on the 18 plus. Pools? No. It was a VTuber stream, not that kind of thing. But they were like 18 plus talking about cum, and I thought I was degenerate. God damn, what a title. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. So until then, take care, and I'll see you around. I know tomorrow's Pokemon, but if I have time, I'll play Deltarune. So I'll see you then.